we're gonna do better than that. We are going to receive to start. I don't know if we won or lost the toss, but we are going to receive to start the game. So the Cyclones will be on offense first, and hopefully set a little bit of tempo here. Come out and just play our football game and see what happens, man.
I guarantee you, they don't have a guy as fast as they will do last week at Fairfield. No way.
Oh, absolutely. Guy last week, Fairfield was a stud, and he moved fast down the field. We had a hard time. Hey, Jeff Lewis. All right, getting ready to kick this off. Jeff. That light. All right, on the kick for the South Pointe Stallions is number 17. He's got a big leg. I've been told by the guys from OTS Media, Chet Tucker, who is the play-by-play for South Pointe, most of his kickoffs are in the end zone. But that one's taken by DJ Stevenson at the 20, 25, 30, 35-yard line, cutting left, 40, 45. He's on his feet, stumbles to the 50. He's going to get knocked down at the 46-yard line of the Stallions. They're going to start him at the 47.
I don't know that he'd have run it all the way back, but stumbling probably cost him a good 10 yards.
If we'd had that little dude from Winsboro, that'd have been 6 points.
In the words of Jeff Kerr, green grass will get you every time.
Old GG, baby.
Cyclones will take it over 1st and 10 from the Stallions' 47-yard line. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field. He'll be in the shotgun. Shadim McCullough to his left in the formation. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back, McCullough. McCullough's going to drive his way forward. He's going to be wrestled down by number 54.
Might have got a half-yard, Clint, maybe right back to the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Dixon made the stop for the Stallions. He is a junior, and I understand their front seven is the strength of this football team. 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones. Got to run it, though, in order to try to open up some passing lanes, play action. Kyan Kennedy in the tight end on the left side of the formation. Ball's on the left hash. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, flings it out to the flats. He got his running back out there. That's McCullough. McCullough's over the 45-yard line down to about the 43, where he'll put it in play. Cyclones 3rd down and 6 from the 43-yard line of the Stallions.
Good crowd all night, guys. The South Pointe, there's still guys filing in on both sides.
Trooper Floyd brings his offense to the line. The Stallions are going to go 4-3 on the defensive front. That's their strength of their football team. Not been tested in the back end. Let's see if the Cyclones can do it. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's got time to throw. He throws across the middle. He's got a man open. That's Reggie Heath. 40-yard line, 35-yard line, 30. He's going to get run out of bounds at the 31, 32. Trooper stood in there, made a great throw.
I tell you what, we're going to look up at the end of this year, guys, and we're going to look at the statistics for the year, and Reggie Heath's going to be in the top 10 in this state in receptions.
Oh, I think so, too. All right. Trooper Floyd has his guys, 1st and 10. Hands off to McCullough. McCullough tries to pick his way forward. I think he's going to get to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard, up to the 36. Going to bring up 2nd down and long. McCullough got no urine on the play. Talking about the interior of that South Pointe Stallions offensive line. That's going to be a struggle for the Cyclones. The weakness of the Cyclone football team right now has been up front offensively, trying to make some blocks, and we'll see what they can do. Trooper Floyd has 3 receivers stacked out to the right side of the formation. He takes a shotgun snap, rolls to the right.
He's got a man wide open.
That's Kyan Kennedy. Touchdown, Cyclones. 32-yard touchdown pass from Trooper Floyd to Kyan Kennedy. 6-0, 9:57 to go. And
what a well-designed play. They had nobody on Kyan. I'm going to tell you something. He's a matchup problem for a lot of people.
As I called that, Mike Enick will appreciate this. My GPS watch said I hit my goal of 150 intensity minutes today. On to try the extra point for the Cyclones, number 39, Austin Allen. 9:57 to go. Let's see what the Cyclones
do. You realize I
called
touchdown before he caught it.
Kicks up, and it is good. Cyclones up 7-0. 10 minutes to go in the first. Cyclones over the Stallions. We'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
Save like a pro with Founders Federal Credit Union. Founders Loyalty Select account gives you the opportunity to grow your savings at their best rate yet. Fund your account through your favorite Loyalty Select product to get savings today. Visit RelaxJoinFounders.com or one of their more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Go Cyclones. Service requires credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Got it. All right, Cyclones did a pooch kick and tried to take advantage of an opportunity. Looks like the Stallions recovered it, but that beats kicking it deep and giving them a chance to return it all the way. I don't mind that call.
I'll be honest with you, whether they start on their 45 or our own 20, I don't know that it matters. I'll be honest with you. We can't do that all game. We got to figure the kick game out.
South Pointe takes over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line, moving left to right. We'll see who they bring on the field as their quarterback. It's supposed to be Jay Sanders, and it is. Number 8 will be on the football field. He's got 3 receivers split out to the left side, and they'll be moving left to right against this Cyclone defense. Back to its 3-3 stack and a more conducive offensive system to play against. Cyclones look like they're going to bring some pressure, then they back out of it. Throws over here in the flats, and that's going to be a tackle by Zeke Evans for the Cyclones. Sanders' pass was complete to 13. Mickey Mann, the junior, for a gain of 4, brings up second down and 6. Ball's at the Cyclone 49, so they gave them 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7. 9:28 to go in the first. Cyclones struck first, up 7-0. Umpires called a timeout, official timeout on the field.
Hey, we got an equipment
Issue on the quarterback, Jay Sanders. He'll have to take a play off, I think, once he gets this taken care of. Here comes Malachi Marshall, who is the typical starting quarterback, not starting tonight, and so he is on the field now for the Stallions. Didn't take long to get him in the game, did it, Jeff?
No.
3 receivers to the left side. Stallions moving left to right. Black pants, white jerseys. Ball's up over his head. Cyclones give chase. DJ Stevens takes him down for a loss. He's going to be tackled at the 36-yard line. Ball bounces free. Antonio Hopkins picks it up. But the Cyclones have got a big fortuitous break there. DJ takes Malachi down for a big-time loss. 3rd down and long for the Stallions against this Cyclone defense. One thing we know for sure, I told folks coming in that Cyclones would not be scared of the Stallions. That's a Carlisle Roddy statement right there. 8:55 to go in the first quarter. Cyclones up 7-0. Face defense on the field. Cyclones facing a big 3rd down and long conversion here. 3rd down and Lewis turnout. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. He's got some running room, but he's going to be tackled at the 48-yard line, maybe 49. So he's got all the yardage back that they lost, but it puts them in a position to have a chance.
Very close to a horse collar tackle there, Clint.
South Pointe brings a punt team on the field. Early in the game, Coach Bobby Collins decides he's going to want to go for it, or at least it appears that way.
That's got to be a good confidence booster for the Cyclones that they have to kick it right back to us.
Guys, anybody that's played sports knows this. You can play on emotion for a little bit.
We got a penalty on the field. Too many men in the lineup for South Pointe. So back them up 5 yards on a legal substitution. Their first penalty of the night. And we'll run this over. 4th down and 12. Deep to receive this punt. Number 3, Andre Evans for the Cyclones. Towel on the field. Look over, waiting on the snap. Got a good snap. Oh, he got a big punt. High spiraling punt. Andre's going to take it at his own 18-yard line. Call for a fair catch where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10.
Some really nice play calling by the Cyclones on that last drive. I think we're kind of opening up the playbook a little bit tonight, Clint.
Well, you got to if you're going to win a game like this. Got to be ready to go. 17-yard line. Cyclones take it over on their own 17, moving right to left. Up 7-0. Second offensive possession of the game, getting ready to run their 5th offensive play. McCullough in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. McCullough takes a shotgun snap and rolls to his left, cuts back upfield, and he's going to get over the 20-yard line to the 22-yard line. So he gained 4 good yardage on first down, Jeff.
First down. yardage by the Cyclones. That was a trend last week in the game, Clint, against Fairfield. Really good positive yards on first down. Makes play calling a little bit easier.
Second down and 6. Kennedy in the game on the right side of the formation as the tight end. Got another tight end on the left side. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to McCullough. No, Trooper Floyd keeps it himself. He's going to roll over the right side. He got one on the play on the zone read. He brings up third down and 5 for the Cyclones. Got to keep them honest on that zone read, Jimbo.
Yes, you do. And Trooper did a good job. Then he ran right into a crowd, but he got 2 or 3.
Stallions bringing up men into the box. They got 8 men in the box. Cyclones trying to spread them out. Got 2 men stacked out here on the corner. That's Jaquan Carter and Sidorian Pendergrass. Now they bring Zeke Evans out here to get the stack formation as well. Trooper waiting on the shotgun snap. Gets everybody set. Rolls to his left. He's going to try to throw downfield. He's got a man open. Oh, it goes right between the hands of Zeke Evans. He had him open. It was a good, accurate throw. Zeke was just unable to bring it in. Tough catch, but it was a good throw. Brings up fourth down and long.
Very catchable football.
Good throw. First incompletion of the night for Trooper. Cyclones will have Trooper Floyd on to punt. He'll stand at his own 10-yard line, punting deep to the Stallions. Number 21 deep to receive this punt, Zantuan Nelson, and it looks like 32 as well, DJ Barksdale.
That would have been a first down, too.
Got a good snap and a good punt. It's angled to the left side. It's going to hit and take one bounce to go out of bounds. Gets a Stallion roll, but it goes out of bounds at the 46. So the Stallions will start their second drive of the night at their own 46, just like they started their first. Timeout. I got a timeout on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Water break.
Good grief. It's about as nice a weather as we can have.
Yeah, I didn't think you had a water break after
6 minutes.
Well, I didn't think you had one at a certain temperature. It's a beautiful night for football. An absolutely gorgeous night. No breeze out there. We'll hold it right here. I tell you what, I was impressed with the Cyclones offensively so far, and defensively, they've really come out and played. Now, we've only played 6 minutes, but the Cyclones have played exceptionally well against this Stallion offense so far.
Yeah, that pass right there on third down before we punted, man, that would have been a big play, big first down. Those are the misses that you need to have to keep extending the plays, and at least field position wise. They're going to get great field position again.
Certainly in a game like this, you've got to have those in any game, but certainly in a game like this, you want to be able to move the chains. He was open. I've been impressed with Trooper, been impressed with the offensive line, and I've been impressed with the receivers running good crisp routes so far in this game, and it really opened up some opportunities for the Cyclones. Chet Tucker told me, he's play-by-play for South Pointe, he said it's going to be interesting to see if the back end of the South Pointe defense got challenged. They haven't been challenged so far this season, and the Cyclones been able to do it so far in the first quarter. Sanders in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's going to run a quarterback run on the left side all the way. He's got some blockers running down the field. Cyclone's going to push him out of bounds. That's number 16, Antonio Hopkins, but not before he gains 11 and a first down.
He's swift, too. He's quick.
Yeah, Sanders is quick around that corner. He is their leading pass catcher as well. So when he's not at the quarterback position, he is the favorite target of the quarterback, Malachi Marshall. 3 receivers to the left side, balls on the right hash. Stallions moving left to right, white jerseys and gray helmets against the Cyclones defense. They get the hands off at the middle. Cyclones are there, but not before he gets a number of yards and keeps driving the pile forward. Coach Jerry Caldwell fired up with his defense about not being there to make the stop earlier on. DJ Stevens has stopped him for the Cyclones.
That was Caleb Sims on the carry, senior running back for the Stallions. Looks like he's got a good lower half, that's for sure.
Yeah, Sims is a good running back. Second down and 4 for the Stallions. Cyclones look to the sideline to get their play call from Coach Jerry Caldwell. 3-3-5 defense. McCullough in the free safety position. Here comes the pressure over the right side. Stallions run left. But I tell you what, he gets chased down by Jeff's man, Terry Radford, but not before he gets a first down, I believe. But good play by Terry. They're holding to a gain of 4.
That's great.
Going to be third down and inches for the Stallions here. Cyclone defense getting this play call. Antonio Hopkins being back on the field for this defense has a whole different attitude, doesn't it?
Like night and day.
We didn't have it against Lancaster or North Fort Mill, but we got it. We had it last week, and they got an attitude right now, and the intensity has picked up. H back in the game for the Stallions, number 42, Zaire Gordon. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap, hands off to his running back. Sims, he gets up the middle. He gets the 1 yard he needs for a first down. That's the first down of the night for the Stallions.
Important thing for the Cyclones defense is just to let them earn it. Don't give them the big plays. Let them earn. If they're going to grind it out and have 10, 12 plays and 50 yards, so be it. But make them earn it.
Stallions preparing to run the 6th play of this drive. Started their own 46, trailing the Cyclones 7-0. 4:45 to go in the first. Jay Sanders in the shotgun formation for the Stallions. H-back to the left side, hands it off to his running back over the left side. He got a wide open block by the H-back. And now we know why. The H-back number 42 had an open block, Zaire Gordon, and he provided the opportunity for Mason Pickett-Hicks, the sophomore, to get around the corner. He got 15, but that's coming back. And now we know why that block was so good. Second penalty of the night on the Stallions. Back them up 10 yards, first down and 20. Got Trey over there running the chain crew. It's actually going to be a big penalty for the Cyclones here. The penalty actually happened 4 yards deep in the backfield, so it's a 10-yard spot foul, and from the spot, so it's going to be it's actually
they also got a sideline warning.
It's actually a 14-yard penalty. That helps. First down at 24 for the Stallions. Cyclones bring Andre Evans back on the field. He replaces Darian Baxley. Sanders in the shotgun. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. He makes a couple men miss. Cyclones going to give chase. He gets to the 39-yard line where the Cyclones are taking the 41. That's Antonio Hopkins made the stop on number 9 for the Stallions, Mason Pickett-Hicks. Sophomore shifty in there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we had a few missed tackles already in this game early. I mean, they're just hard to tackle, but we've certainly had some opportunities to put them in longer field position. But we got second pretty good ways right now.
Stallions have 5 offensive linemen, 3 receivers to the left side. Takes a shotgun snap. Sanders throws it over there, and the Cyclones make a stop. Great tackle out there by Reggie Heath. Sanders throws it for a gain of 3. He hits his receiver over there, Armendez Husky, but Reggie Heath Jr. there to knock him down for a short gain. Third down at 15 for the Stallions here.
Feel pretty confident here, guys, that this is 4-down territory for the Stallions, regardless of what happens on this play.
They got a big leg kicker, though. He's kicked multiple field goals over 40 yards this year. So we'll see. Takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones give chase. They hit him. Cortez does. Ball falls incomplete.
Nice.
And that brings up third down and long for the Stallions. I don't believe they'll go for this that far. Maybe they will.
Oh, I believe they will.
If
you punt it, I think you're right. I mean, if you punt it, you're going to get a net of about 14 yards.
South Pointe's going to call timeout, it looks like. Nope, they're bringing the punt team on.
Punt team coming in.
Jackson Switzer is the long snapper. I saw Jackson run on the field. I said he's got to be coming on for special teams. Nothing personal against Jackson.
I just don't believe they're going to punt here.
Jackson's about the size of Jim Fuller.
I don't believe they're going to punt here.
That's the truth. Deep to kick this ball is number 17, Jacob Brookover. We'll see if he kicks it. Fourth down and 15. Jeff is not convinced. Deep to receive the punt for the Cyclones is number 3, Andre Evans.
Let it go.
Deep into the end zone. Let's go hit inside the 5 and going to take a Cyclone go into the end zone. Cyclones will take it over first and 10 after the touchback on their own 20.
Yeah, basically 15-yard punt.
I still think that's here's the thing, though, right? I think that's a wise decision, and the reason is you could potentially down it, but also the Cyclones get to stop you just giving them one more momentum. And South Point doesn't want to do that on the road. They're playing at home, emotional night. They're up 7-0. I'm
on the other side. I'm going for that.
All right, 3 minutes to go in the first. Cyclones up 7-0, and we've got a lineman running down the field, number 9.
He's getting a mouthpiece.
Miles Wilson, and he's getting his mouthpiece humming down the field. Now he's coming back. Cyclones need to snap it before he gets back in position. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to look to try to throw. He's got some running room.
There you go.
20-yard line, and he slid. He should have run to go a couple more yards. He got to the 21, brings up second down and 9 for the Cyclones. Trooper treated that guy like you know how they do in soccer. When the ball goes out of bounds, somebody's injured or whatever, they give it back to him.
Yeah.
I'd have snapped it when he was still on the 40-yard line.
Absolutely.
You're going to go 11-10.
That guy's about 270.
Let me tell you, 90 wasn't going to get back in that play if you snapped away. He's on the 40.
Not as healthy as he is.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, got some blocking, got a good arm down there, and he throws the interception to the 40-yard line. The cornerback has it. He's coming down the field. He's pointing out the block. Cyclone's going to run him out of bounds. The Trooper just overshot his man. Reggie Heath was wide open, and that was just a ball that sailed on Trooper Floyd. It could be costly as the Pointe Stallions intercept the football at the 40 and get it down inside the Cyclone 15 for first and 10. Dropped his shoulder, Jeff.
Yeah, he did. Ball just took off on him. You know, a lot of times if that elbow was down, it's almost like a pitcher. If that elbow's down a little bit, that ball will sail on you, and that's what happened.
But I tell you what, I've been impressed. He's had opportunities. We've had 2 mistakes. A pass that was not caught. Was a tough catch, and then that one. That's just a mistake that's going to happen. But Cyclones have been successful offensively, and there's no reason not to be confident offensively tonight.
No, I think they can continue doing what they're doing.
Stallions have it first and 10 at the Cyclone 13-yard line. Center man in motion from left to right. Cyclones give chase to the running back, to the quarterback in the backfield. He's going to run over the 10-yard line, 5-yard line. He gets hit out of bounds by Shadim McCullough.
I'm going to tell you something. He knocked him off his feet, literally.
But it's enough, all close to a first down for Jay Sanders. He ran over the right side. Cyclones, I thought, were going to get him in the backfield, but DJ was unable to pull him down. Good individual effort by Jay Sanders from the quarterback position. Ran through that tackle and got up to the 4-yard line, second down and inches.
Definitely likes to run to the right side.
42 is in at the H-back position. Zaire Gordon on the left side, right behind the left guard. Takes a shotgun step, hands it off to his running back, Sims up the middle. He cuts back, touchdown, Stallions. He's fired up about it, as he should be. 7-6 with 1:39 to go in the first.
There's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, hopefully it's offsetting, but the last thing I saw him, I think the last thing the official saw was our guy slapping him in the head.
Oh, no, that's an ejection. And who was it? It's a slap. 1:39 to go. We got a penalty on the field.
That's unfortunate.
Sims started left, cut back right.
They always tell you the referee's going to see the last one.
That's right. Always happens.
Well, that's a tough one because that right there
might be offsetting.
We'll see what happens here, but that right there was a costly turnover. It was an interception, got him inside the 13-yard line, and then 2 plays, they stuck it in the end zone. Now we've got an unsportsmanlike personal foul on South Pointe and personal foul on Cyclones. They offset.
I think it was Trajan P.
Well, it's a good thing it's offset on both teams. That way nobody gets ejected. Good officiating.
Yeah.
Touchdown. All right, on to try the... Well, they're going to go for 2 here. Coach Bobby Collins is going to roll the dice. I was going to say no touchdown. I thought it was dead ball.
I thought it was a dead ball, too.
I did, too.
I mean, it was well after the guy was in the end zone. I know that much.
Well, he had his hand up. I thought it was a dead ball. Coach Collins is having a conversation. We'll see. Mike thinks that it was maybe offset, no touchdown. We don't know. Those of y'all just tuning in, we got Mike Enoch beside us. It's just right. It just feels right to have Mike Enoch here beside us. 6 is still on the board for South Pointe. They'll run the play. Yeah, South Pointe, I think, is... No, they're going to bring it back. Second down in inches. They'll take it off. 1:39 to go. Cyclones defense on the field. This is surprising. Takes a shotgun snap, runs the same play over the left side. He's in the end zone this time. So it's the exact same play. Touchdown Stallions now with 1:35. The only thing that did for us is reduce 4 seconds. We appreciate that. 1:35 to go in the first. Now it's 7-6 Cyclones over the Stallions. On to try the extra point is number 17, Jacob Brookover. His holder is Tyler Perez, and the long snapper is Jackson Switzer. Waiting on the snap. Cyclones standing up like they're going to try to come. Good snap. Kicks up, and it is going to be good. So it's 7-7 with 1:35 to go in the first. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Great Falls. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Round too quick.
All right, here we are. Jacob Brookhover on the field. Brookover on the field to kick off for the Stallions. Here's the run-up and the kick. First one was a squib kick. This one's going to carry Cyclone return man to the 3-yard line. That's going to be Antonio Hopkins. 25-yard line. He's on his feet. 30, 35-yard line. Still on his feet. Going to get up to about the 37-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10. Cyclones coming off their first turnover of the night as Trooper Floyd threw an interception. South Pointe Stallions were able to capitalize and tie the ball game up 7-7, 1:26 to go in the first quarter. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field for the 4th time tonight. Let's see what he can do. 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to McCullough. McCullough over the left side. He gets hit in the hole by number 90. That's Miles Wilson from this left tackle position. He stops him for no gain, maybe one, brings up 2nd down and long. Cyclones only had 1 first down tonight. Stallions have had 3. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Balls on the left hash. Cyclones blue pants, red jerseys, blue helmets. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun step, throws it backwards to Shadim McCullough. Shadim's going to run a double pass. He throws it out. He's got a man open at the 25-yard line. 30. He makes a man miss. He makes him miss again. He gave him a hip and took it away inside the 20-yard line to the 15. Is that Reggie Heath?
That's what you call giving him the hip right there.
Shadim McCullough throws it down the right side, and Reggie Heath catches it on the double pass.
I'll tell you
He gets inside the 15.
It wasn't the prettiest pass, but boy, it worked.
No, it wasn't the prettiest pass, but Reggie Heath, in the words of our friend Carlisle, gave him a hip and took it away. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back McCullough up the middle this time. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Maybe lost
surprised here, Clint, if the Cyclones let the clock run out and take it to the second quarter.
25 seconds left in the first quarter. Cyclones up tied 7-7 against the South Pointe Stallions, #1 team in 4A, defending 4A state champions. Coach Bobby Collins brings his team into this Cyclone Stadium on a special night. I believe that Cyclones are going to be content to let the clock run out for the first quarter, and we'll take a break with them. That's going to be it at the end of the first quarter. 7-7 Cyclones and Stallions. We come back. Cyclones are driving.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill. Serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice. WRBK wants you to know Lando Days is coming up Saturday, October 1st from 10 until 3. There'll be live music by the Onepo Brothers, an artist marketplace, a food truck, cruise-in, and museum tours. It's an outdoor event in Lando on Saturday, October 1st, 10 until 3. Lando Days, 3801 Lando Road in Lando.
All right, back here, 2nd down and 11 for the Cyclones. Ball is at the 16-yard line of the Stallions here. Cyclones got to this point on a double pass from Trooper Floyd to Shadim McCullough. Then Shadim threw it downfield and hit Reggie Heath. I thought Reggie was going to get into the end zone, but a good open field tackle by the cornerback out there for the Stallions, number 12. Let's give him credit. That's Channing Robinson, and saved a touchdown. Now the Cyclones bring their offense on the field. Ball's on the right hash. They're moving left to right. We're going to reset the game. We're going to reset the play clock. 7-7, 2nd down and 11. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field. Antonio Hopkins in the backfield with him. 3 receivers, Kyan Kennedy close on the left side. Takes a shotgun snap, going to try to throw out here in the flats. He's got Antonio. Antonio gives one man a hip, takes it away. He gets inside the 10. Good play out there by Antonio. Good stop by number 16 for the Stallions, Dalton Busey.
Good cut back by Antonio. Picked up an extra 2 or 3 yards on that play. Makes it third and certainly manageable.
Tell you what, you get as good as DJ Barksdale is a commit to James Madison University, advantage always to the offense when you get an athlete like Antonio Hopkins one-on-one with a linebacker. Fifth play of the drive coming up here for the Cyclones.
Look out for number 5.
Kyan Kennedy at the tight end position on the right side. Ball's on the left hash. Trooper Floyd, 3rd down and 4. Takes a shotgun step, going to run the option to Antonio on the left side. He cuts back. He's inside the 5-yard line. That's enough for a Cyclone first down.
So they're going to mark him right on the first. Should be first and goal for the Cyclones, but he's going to be marked right at the 5. Move the sticks, boys. Come on. They're going. Oh, come on now. Figured I'd call for a measurement there.
They're going to measure. You got to get just inside the 15. Just inside the 5. They say he's marked at the 5. Cyclones going to bring the power onto the field. Austin Allen on.
They're going to kick a field goal.
Going to try the field goal. No. 4th down and short. Here comes Jeremiah Gladden on late.
What we got, about a foot?
Ball's lined up. Austin Allen's lined up to try a field goal. Good snap. Kick's not good. Ball hits the ground and rolls out of the back of the end zone. On 4th down and short, Cyclones elect to kick a field goal, and they don't get any points. 7-7, Stallions hold. You know, I think that decision was made. You know why I think that decision was made?
I'm listening.
Lancaster, Fort Mill, and Fairfield.
Kickoff returns?
Nope. Couldn't get up short yardage.
I was thinking something different, but
couldn't do it.
I can't believe they didn't measure that.
I thought they were coming in.
The nose of the football was on the 5-yard line.
Stallions take it over on their own 20-yard line. Moving right to left here in the second quarter, tied 7-7. Cyclones just missed a field goal, and so the Stallions take it over on the touchback. Takes a shotgun snap, quarterback does, hands it off to his running back in the middle. He's got some running room. 30-yard line, 35-yard line, tackled by Shadeem McCullough and number 7, Maurice Feaster, but not before he gains 15 and a first down.
Stallions got a little bit of momentum right now, guys.
Gain 16. I'm with you, Jeff. I might would have decided to try to go for that, but I guarantee you the reason they decided not to is they haven't had much success running the football up the middle, and they've had a lot of challenges on short yardage all season.
Come on, Jack, run the clock.
10-15. Jack's down there talking to somebody. He and Karen, they want to take over the radio at halftime.
That'd be a hard no.
Sanders takes a shotgun snap. He looks down the field. He's going to throw a man. He's got a man open. Cyclone's going to be there. Oh, and it's right off the hands of Zeke Evans. Coach Campbell was standing right there. It was a beautifully thrown ball to Zeke Evans. It was not well thrown to number 11, Armendez Husky, who was his intended target. But Zeke was there. He just missed the ball.
That's his second drop tonight. He had that drop on 3rd down over there earlier in the first quarter. And boy, that one was right in his hands. You couldn't have laid it in there any better.
2nd down and 10 for the Stallions here.
He'll want that back one. He'll want that back, I'm sure.
3rd play of the drive. 10 minutes left in the second quarter, 7-7. Takes a shotgun snap. Sanders does. He flings it to the right side. He's got a man open. Cyclones give chase. That's DJ. DJ chases down along with Reggie Heath over there, the cornerback, but they tackle him after he gains 9.
You know, Clint, going back
Kyrie Robinson over there.
Going back to that prior play where we dropped the interception, those are the kind of plays we got to come up with tonight to make this game, keep it where it is.
Oh, absolutely. You got to make those plays, you know, and South Pointe has made the turnover play. They made the interception. We have not. 3rd down and 1. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, hands it to his running back over the right side. I don't believe he got it. DJ Stevenson hit him in the backfield. His running back was number 21, Zantuan Nelson, and then he got hit by Terry Radford. Brings up 4th down and 2 for the Stallions. Coach Collins going to leave the offense on the field, it looks like, and bring his H back into the game, Zaire Gordon. 5th play of this drive, big play, 9:20 to go, 4th down and 2. Ball's at the Cyclones, and they just jumped off sides. That's exactly what they wanted. DJ Stevenson gave them the first down. First penalty of the night for the Cyclones, and it was costly. I don't think Collins was going to go for it. I think he was going to punt it, but he got what he wanted. Stevenson in his aggression jumped off sides. We want to do that. And Collins had done some good film study. So the Cyclones give him a first down. So it brings up 1st and 10. Balls at the Stallion 49-yard line. Moving right to left, 9 minutes to go in the second. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. Cyclones going to hit him in the hole. He's still going to drive the pile forward, but then the Cyclones knock him down after a gain of 2. Host of Cyclones get off the bottom. Trajan P there, along with number 55, Terry Radford from his left tackle position. Second down and 9. Caleb Sims in the backfield with Jay Sanders. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Sims at the middle. And, the Cyclones missed him. He bounced off a couple tackles. Terry Radford's going to chase him down, but Sims is going to drive the pile forward, and he's going to get a first down to the 41-yard line of the Cyclones, where the Stallions have put it in play, 1st and 10. Sims' helmet comes off. He must come off the field. Mason Pickett Hicks, the sophomore, will come in to spell him in the backfield. Sanders got the start tonight. Jay Sanders, he's a senior. Malachi Marshall not playing. He's played one play for the Stallions, but not playing tonight due to what we understand may be a disciplinary issue. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. This is Cyclone Football, WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. You're listening to WRBK Richburg, WNBK Whitmire, WEBK Society Hill, WUBK Inner Reed.
All right, back here at Cyclone Stadium. Thank you, Bill. 8:12 to go in the second quarter. 7-7. Cyclones and Stallions knotted here. Stallions driving, however. 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 41-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming up here. Jay Sanders has gone the distance in the offensive backfield. Takes a shotgun snap, going to throw to the out route. Cyclones miss a tackle. He's bouncing forward. He's coming in miss over the 30-yard line down to about the 26, 27. That's enough for a Stallion first down, a gain of 13. 5th first down of the night for the Stallions. 9th play of the drive forthcoming. 8:03, 7:07 to go. 7-7 in this game. Sanders hit his receiver over there. In the flats, takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. This time, Cyclones are there. That's Mason Pickett Hicks. He gains about 1 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 9. Kyan Kennedy makes a stop for the Cyclones here. 25, ball's on the 25-yard line of the Cyclones. Stallions moving right to left. Black pants, white jerseys, silver helmets. Cyclones in their stack 3 defense. Blue pants, red jerseys, blue helmets with the sticker on the right side. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back over the left side. He gets hit in the hole and ultimately tackled. It looks like DJ Stevenson and number 42, Cortez Woods, for the stop for the Cyclones. Brings up 3rd down and 7, maybe 6 for the Stallions here. I'm nervous with Brian Wilmer to my left. Last time I called a game with him to my left, it was in Daniel. That wasn't a good omen. Writing for the Herald over there. If I don't get a mention in this doggone report, I'm going to blow him up on Twitter. Jay Sanders takes a shotgun snap. He hands it off to his running back up the middle. Cyclone's going to hit him. He's going to be stopped short. He's going to get to about the 19-yard line.
Well, about 4th and about maybe 2.5, 3 yards to go.
Run back was Antoine Nelson for the Stallions. 4th down and 4. 4th down and 3.
Just less than 3 yards.
12th play of the drive up here for the Stallions. They're going to go for it. 6:28 to go in the second. Tied 7-7 against the Cyclones. Coach Collins rolling the dice again. Let's see if the Cyclones stay on side. Sanders in the shotgun formation, takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to get pushed outside, but not before he gets the first down. And he got inside the 15. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Have a holding call right there.
I think the receiver was holding on the outside over there. Back him up 10. That's a costly penalty for the Stallions.
Our first quarter score, Louisville and Blacksburg tied at 8.
Play-by-play man Chet Tucker for the Stallions told me one of the things that the Stallions have struggled with the first 3 games of the season, though they've won some big victories and are 3-0, is penalties. They've had 3 tonight and for a total of 25 yards, and that's a costly one. Takes a first down off the board, and it backs them up. Now they've got it 4th down instead of 1st and 10. They got it 4th down and 10. Ball's at the Cyclone 26. They got to get to the 16-yard line for a first down. Let's see what Coach Collins decides to do. He brings his quarterback to the sideline and has a conversation with him.
That's a big old right tackle. He's 70 or 76. That is a big boy.
2 receivers to the left side. Ball's on the right hash. Running back in the backfield. H-back right behind the left guard. Sanders takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones going to come through on pressure. He throws across the ball. Incomplete.
Good.
Out there by Ricky Heath. And the back judge throws a penalty marker at the end. And they're going to call a 15-yarder on the Cyclones pass interference. The back judge killed us there.
Yeah, that was... It wasn't on Reggie. Now, there was 2 people on the receiver. All I can say is Reggie made a great play. I didn't see what else they were talking about.
We don't see the hand behind. We don't know, but it looked clean to us. Back judge says no.
And his opinion is the only one that matters.
They're talking to the Cyclone captain, though. We'll see what's going on. Now they're backing him up. That's Antonio Hopkins. Let's see what they call.
Wow, they might be calling offensive interference.
They going back.
Yeah?
No, they've got to mark it off on the Cyclones. 15 yards.
Yeah.
Pass interference on the Cyclones.
That's unfortunate for the Cyclones.
Cyclones had a big hold there. On 4th down and 10, ball falls incomplete, and now they call a 15-yard pass interference on the Cyclones. The back judge says he did it. Going to get the ball inside the 15-yard line to the 12 to the Stallions. Big costly penalty there for the Cyclones, but that's an effort play, Jeff. Can't get mad at that one.
Yeah, I have no, again, we can't see this far on the other side.
Personal foul on them. Brings it back. 1st and 10, South Pointe's got a personal foul. So this is odd. They call a 15-yard penalty on the Cyclones.
Live.
And
ball in play.
Marked ball in play. Then there's a dead ball personal foul and back it back up 15 yards. The only thing that changes is the down marker. Yeah. So it goes from 4th down and 10 Cyclones football to 1st down and 10 Stallions ball. It's on the Cyclone 27-yard line. So both of those penalties count, but the penalty must have been thrown on someone on the Stallion sideline. It was thrown by the line judge over on that side of the field. 1st down and 10 for the Stallions. Cyclones get a chance to fight back here. Ball's on the 27-yard line. In the backfield, Sanders takes a shotgun snap, throws out here on a wide receiver screen. Cyclones going to give chase. He's at the 25-yard line. There's a penalty marker.
That's coming back.
It's coming back. Back them up 10 yards from the spot. We'll run this one again. It's getting sloppy, man. So it goes from 1st down and 10 to 1st down and 20 is what it should. They throw a penalty. It's going to be a hold, I would imagine, on one of the linemen or one of the receivers.
I think it was on a wide receiver.
It's either going to be a hold or a legal man downfield, Jeff.
It really doesn't matter. We get the yards, so it counts.
But we want 10 more than 5. We want 10 more than 5.
Holding.
Holding on South Pointe. Back them up. From the spot. From the spot. So it's going to be 1st down and, instead of 1st and 20, 1st down and 13. It's a 10-yarder from the spot because the pass was completed. 3 receivers to the right side, balls on the left hash. Cyclone defense, 3-3-5 defense, covering up man-to-man on the corners. Sanders takes a shotgun step, throws across the middle. Man gets wide open across the middle. He's going to get inside the Cyclone 15-yard line to the 13, and he hit number 4, Kyrie Rollinson.
Tell you what, he's a small guy, but he sure found he found a hole back there somewhere in the middle, and nice throw and catch.
He got lost by the Cyclone defense there. This was the 13th play of this drive coming up here. Ball's on the 13-yard line of the Cyclones, knotted at 7. Impressive drive by the Stallions here. 5:36 to go in the second. They have had the ball the majority of the second quarter. Sanders takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll over the left side this time. He got a good block on his H-back. He's going to make a man miss. Touchdown, Stallions. I thought the umpire was going to throw his flag. He had it out, but he put it back in. So with 5:23 to go. It's 13-7 Stallions over the Cyclones. Impressive drive. 13-play drive that covered 80 yards for the Stallions. So they've had 2 touchdowns, one from the Cyclone 13 in 2 plays, and the other was a sustained drive of 13 plays over 80 yards.
The big play for me on that drive was on 4th and short, and we get offsides.
Right, absolutely. I don't think he was good.
That was the play of the drive, in my opinion.
On to try the extra point is Jacob Bookover. Waiting on his snap. He got a good snap, kicks up, and it is
in
good.
the ditch.
So it's 14-7, 5:23 to go in the second. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean-burning and efficient natural gas.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina, and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
All right, we know we can trust the Duck. We appreciate it. South Pointe Stallions just scored on a 13-play drive, covering 80 yards on a 13-yard run from Jay Sanders to the left side. Brookover kick is good, and so that makes us score 14-7 Stallions over the Cyclones. Here's the run-up and the kick by Brookover. He's kicking it deep. That's going to carry into the end zone. That goes out of the end zone.
There you go.
So it's 14-7. Cyclones take it over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line after the touchback.
That looked like a B.T. Potter kick.
It did. I remember those days. You remember calling his games? 5:23 to go in the second here. 14-7, South Pointe just took the lead over the Cyclones. Cyclones offense has been successful. They just had a couple plays. They had an interception on an overthrow and a dropped pass. Outside of that, they've been pretty efficient. Missed a field goal, but other than that, they've been efficient. 5:23 to go in the second. Cyclones have it, moving left to right. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Running back in the backfield with him, Shadeem McCullough. They're looking for somebody else, it looks like, to get on the field. 2 tight ends in the game. 3 receivers to the left side. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. It's a high snap. Hands it off to McCullough, though. 25-yard line. He's still on his feet. He's going to get back to 27. Pick up 7. Good gain on first down, Jeff.
Yeah, excellent. Again, we've continued that trend. You got 2nd and 2. There's a lot of things you can do here. Cyclones need to keep the ball here, guys. We need just to keep the defense off the field, number 1. Number 2, we need to maintain a little bit of momentum because we're going to have to kick off to start the second half. Absolutely. 2nd down and 8. An important drive here for the Cyclone offense. 2nd and 8. 2nd down and 2, excuse me. From the 28. Trooper Floyd takes shotgun snap, hits his man across the middle. That's a receiver. He's going to get to the 38-yard line, 39. That's nice Jaquan Carter. Good play call by Coach Floyd. He picked up 8 and a first down. Third first down of the Cyclones tonight. 4:40 and counting. Cyclones down 14-7, but they've been able to move the football against this South Pointe defense. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Takes a shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Now he throws it to Jaquan again. He's over the 40-yard line to about the 42. He gained 3, maybe 4. Another positive gain on first down. Number 15, C.J. McMullen made the stop for the Stallions on Jaquan Carter. Here comes Kyan Kennedy in the game. Got a little rest after playing defense. Cyclones spin Tyler Williams out to the left side along with Sidori and Pendergrass and keep Kyan in tight at the tight end position. McCullough in the backfield with Trooper Floyd. Ball's on the right hash. Takes a shotgun snap. He hands it off to McCullough. He gets to the 40-yard line. Hit in there by number 10 for the Stallions. Jonathan Williams, who came on a blitz. Safety blitz. That senior made a play. Lost 2 on the play. Brings up the 3rd down and 8.
We need to convert right here.
Jeremiah Gladden in there at the center position. Defensive back came right through the guard center hole. Got a timeout on the field or a stoppage of play by the whistle. by the official. Got an equipment issue with number 1, A.J. Miller, senior defensive lineman. Got some kind of issue going on with looks like a chin strap. They bring on a sub, number 83. He's getting so much playing time, we don't even have his number. Listen.
That's 93, Clint.
He's not listed,
but he's
either.
Still not on here.
It's not 93 either.
Trooper Floyd takes a shot, goes snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a man open. He's going to try to run a hitch and go to Reggie. He's got Reggie inside the 25-yard line to the 20. Inside the 35 to the 31. Beautiful throw on a hitch and go from Trooper Floyd to Reggie Heath. Reggie Heath is moving up the charts as far as being one of the all-time leading receivers and having one of the great seasons in Cyclone football history, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're going to look up at the end of the season and you're going to say, man, he had a great year.
He had 205 yards receiving against Lancaster in the first game. Been a little slowed with a hamstring the last two, but he's back. Floyd hands it off to McCullough up the middle, 30-yard line. He's going to get close to the 25.
About 7 yards,
6 yards, brings up second down and 4.
Big conversion, as Jimbo said. We needed to convert there, and that was a big conversion by the Cyclones. Keeps the clock rolling. Cyclones now in second and manageable.
2:45 to go in the second. Cyclones down 14-7 to the Stallions, but driving. Second down and 6. Second down and 5. Ball's at the Stallion 26. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation, sends a man in motion from right to left, hands it off to his running back. That's going to be Antonio. Antonio tries to get up in the middle. He gets over the 25 to about the 24. Clock continues to run. 24 brings up third down and manageable for the Cyclones here.
4 down territory. We got to give a lot of credit to our wide receivers tonight, Clint. These guys are really doing a nice job. We've missed one pass, but I mean, other than that, we've been catching the football when it's been put on them.
8th play of the drive, forthcoming here for the Cyclones. Started their own 20-yard line, trying to answer the South Pointe Stallions, who went 13 plays and 80 yards to take the lead. Here's the throw. It's out to Tyler. It's a little high. Sidorian Pendergrass. Ball falls incomplete, but Sidorian should have caught that football.
Yeah, he was not looking.
He was wide open on the out route from the tight end position. Beautiful play call by Coach Floyd.
Yeah, he was not looking.
4th down and 4. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with him. We'll be back.
Relax on and off the field with Founders Federal Credit Union. With services like Founders Online and Founders App, you'll enjoy local personalized service. Joining Founders Federal Credit Union is easy. Relax, join Founders.com or at one of the more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Relax, go Cyclones. Services require credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium. 4th down and 3, Jeff, for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 24-yard line of the Stallions. Coach Floyd got his offense on the field, and rightly so.
Yeah,
down 14-7 with two minutes to go, roughly, in the first half.
Yeah.
Got stacked receivers to the left side.
I'm looking for number 5.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He rolls to his right. He's got a man open. That's Andre. Overthrows him. Ball falls incomplete, but Andre was wide open. He just overthrew him. Good play call, and Trooper's shoulders dropping a little high last couple passes, but efficient drive for the Cyclones. It was 9 plays, and it covered 56 yards. Well, that's a tough one for the Cyclones there. Now they need to hold the Stallions, because the last thing they want to do, Jeff, is give the Stallions some points here. They take it over on the 24-yard line with 1:49 to go, and then they have to kick off to the Stallions.
Exactly.
This is a big swing. If you coach Bobby Collins, this is perfect. You haven't played exceptional well. The Cyclone offense, been efficient against you, but man, you've been able to hold them on 2 4th downs deep inside your own territory. One was by an incomplete pass, and one was a blocked field goal. Sanders sends a man in motion from left to right, and the whole offensive line moved, back him up 5 yards.
I think the penalty should be on the center, because he was the only one that didn't do anything. So either he's the really smart one, or he's not the really smart one.
When you see everybody move, he missed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're moving off a cadence.
He didn't get that same memo the other ones got.
No, we did not.
On Hutt.
It's first down at 15, 1:49 to go in the second.
Boy, turnover here, really nice right here.
Cyclones have a defensive lineman in, number 50 at the nose tackle position. Sanders is going to take off running, and Antonio Hopkins is going to drag him down from behind. Good play by Antonio Hopkins. Sanders gets up mouthy, but Hopkins did the right thing. He pushed him back down.
Yeah,
to make sure he was down.
Yeah, well, that, and they started mouthing each other, and Antonio's got to be a little bit careful here. He's already had to sit out a game and a half already, or a game and 3/4.
Gained 11 on the play. Brings up second down at 4 for the Stallions. DeAndre Hall in the game for the Cyclones at the nose tackle position, giving Cortez Woods a breather. We got a timeout on the field with Coach Bobby Collins. We'll take it with him. 1:20 to go, 14-7 at the end of the second quarter.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home, located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls, are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds.
All right, back here, 1:20 to go in the halftime period. Cyclones down 14-7. Stallions driving, trying to put some points on the board before the half. Sanders gives a man in motion from left to right. That's DeMondre Kendrick. It's a bad snap. Cyclones give chase. Kendrick gets on the football, but he's knocked down by number 7, Maurice Feaster. Big loss on the play there, and some Stallion offensive linemen get up off the field.
Real quick, Clint got a couple scores, both second quarter scores. Great Falls on top of Columbia, 14-6. Great Rock Hill over Lower Richland, 19-7.
Minute left in the first half. Cyclones bring Jaquan Carter on to play defense in the slot. Move Andre Evans to a back safety. They're going to have two high safety look. Bring Cayenne Kennedy off the field. Now they switch the players. Stallions have 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Clock's running, 41 seconds. I think the Stallions are going to be content here on third down and long to try to pick this up and then go from there. He throws a screen pass out here to the flats to his running back, Kendrick. Kendrick's got some running room. Cyclones give him chase.
We got a hold.
It's coming back. And Cyclones chase him out of bounds at the 32-yard line. But that's going to be a hold on the Stallions. Back them up 10 and replay third down, 28 seconds. I'd back them up here because take an extra down, wouldn't you? Time.
Well, here's my thinking.
And it's from the spot.
Stranger things can happen. I don't know. I'd take it on fourth down and force them to punt a little bit, and maybe we get a return, maybe we don't. But
yeah, because they're not going to go for it. It's fourth down and 5, roughly.
We could throw it in the end zone.
It's fourth down and 5, roughly. Yeah. Brings up third down and a long way to go.
I think if we can get a quick play right here and get a little bit, they're going to run the clock out.
He went out of bounds, Jeff.
Well, they took the penalty.
Oh, okay. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, going to run it to his running back up the middle. He's got some running room. Sims. Cyclone's going to give chase. Sims making a couple men miss, but the Cyclone's going to gang tag on Husk to the football, and the ball's going to get to the 27-yard line, and that's going to be a timeout for the Cyclones here. 4.7 seconds left, and they're going to force the punt.
No, they're going to let the clock run out, and that's going to be it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the last play of the first half. Cyclones and Stallions. Cyclones down 14-7. But I tell you what, Jeff, you got to be pleased with how the Cyclones play.
Yeah, real proud of the Cyclones. A couple of missed opportunities, Clint, and this game could be a tie football game right now.
Right, absolutely.
So the Cyclones are down 14-7 by South Pointe Stallions. As we go into the halftime, let's take a break, and we come back. I'll sit here and I'll do some halftime stuff, and while Clint and the rest of the guys are down there getting ready for the Carlisle Roddy dedication celebration.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winnsboro. Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill, serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at burnschevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
All right, back here in Chester, South Carolina. Going to have a little bit longer halftime than normal. We're having the dedication of the press box to Carlisle Roddy tonight, a very special occasion. See his sons down here, Lee and Johnny, and Lee's wife, Pam, and a lot of folks that have been involved with and worked with Carlisle over the years. I chose to stay up here and man the radio while they're down there. But been a great game for the Cyclones tonight. Cyclones came out first possession of the game and took it down the field and scored. And South Pointe came back and matched that score, and then had another score later in the second quarter. And we go into halftime with the Stallions up 14-7. But the Cyclones have a lot to build on tonight, a lot to work with. Offensively, they've been able to move the ball. So far tonight, South Pointe has run 31 plays to Chester's 23 plays. Cyclones had 4 first downs to 6 first downs. Penalties, Cyclones 2 for 20, 7 for 65 for the Stallions. That's been an Achilles heel for the Stallions earlier this year, or during the season so far. Cyclones had a couple of opportunities earlier, a couple of missed plays, an interception that was dropped, a third down pass that was dropped, and then an interception. But those things are going to happen. But when you're playing the number 1 team in the state, it's very, very difficult to overcome those challenges. But the Cyclones have done a really good job tonight. They've great play calling tonight by Coach Floyd, playing to the strengths of the Cyclones. Outside of a few passes, Trooper has been on point tonight and looked really effective. But as we go into the halftime, Coach Floyd's got to be really happy to be where they are now. Obviously, the goal is to win the game, but the Cyclones have competed. Stallions are certainly outnumbered the Cyclones in terms of number of players, but the Cyclones are hanging in there. It's going to yet to be determined if the second half is going to wear down on the Cyclones. And so far, the Cyclones have played extremely well and got a lot to work with. They will have to kick off to start the third quarter, so that first drive is going to be real important for the Cyclones defense. Let's do this, Bill. Let's take a quick break, come back, and I'll run down some scores around, and I'll have Travis Jenkins will come up here a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit after this break. Thank you.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner, proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Great Falls. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, we're back here in Chester tonight. Cyclones trailing the number one ranked team in Class 4A, and in my opinion, the number one ranked team in all of South Carolina football this year, the South Pointe Stallions. Chester has put up a valiant effort in the first half, and only down 14-7. A lot to work with, as I said earlier. They just dedicated the press box to Carlisle Roddy. What a special occasion! A lot of former people that are down there, people that have spotted for him, and people that have been color and just helped with Carlisle over the years. 46 years that he was the voice of the Cyclones, and that's a long time, but certainly a well-deserved honor. There's nobody that loved Chester football more than Carlisle Roddy, in my opinion. He looked forward to Friday nights, and he loved these players, and he loved these coaches. It didn't matter if they were 1-10 or 10-1. So congratulations to the Roddy family, and well earned. Let me give you some scores around the area. As I mentioned earlier, Great Falls on top of Columbia by a score of 14-6. We got Louisville on the road at Blacksburg in a tight one right now, 17-5 in the second quarter. 17-15 in the second quarter. Some other games of interest. Rock Hill on top of. Golly, I can't remember who they're playing now. But anyway, Union County 20, Broome nothing. We've got Fairfield Central on the road at Lancaster tonight. Lancaster up 14-0. A little bit surprising me. I picked Fairfield to win that game. Other games, Dutch Fort, many consider the number one team in the state. They're number one in 5A. They're on top of Stratford by a score of 20-0. And Powdersville, a team that we could see down the road in the playoffs potentially, on top of Pendleton by a score of 21-3. And Spartanburg's going out of town tonight. They're playing in Grayson, Georgia. Grayson has put out quite a few players in the college ranks and the NFL ranks over the years, and Spartanburg is taking it tough tonight in Grayson. They're down 38-0 in the second quarter. Let's see, other scores of interest. And Dillon's a team, obviously Cyclone fans are familiar with Dillon. Dillon in 2018, Cyclones beat them with the state championship, 3A state championship. Dillon's been a fixture in this 3A state championship games over the years. And they're down to Hartsville by a score of 21-8. Let's see, other scores of interest. Clinton's in our region. Clinton's on the road at Aiken tonight. Clinton's on top by a score of 28-7 in the second quarter. Another score of interest, Gaffney. Gaffney is on top of, or behind Mallard Creek by a score of 7-6 in the second quarter. And let's see, I think that's going to be it for right now. Let's do this. Let's take a real quick break. When we come back, I got Travis Jenkins up here, and we're going to talk a little bit about Carlisle Roddy. We're going to talk a little bit about Cyclone football. You're listening to Cyclone football on WRBK.
Save like a pro with Founders Federal Credit Union. Founders Loyalty Select account gives you the opportunity to grow your savings at their best rate yet. Fund your account through your favorite Loyalty Select product to get savings today. Visit RelaxJoinFounders.com or one of their more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Go Cyclones. Service requires credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. away.
The Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina, and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill. Serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at burnschevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, back here in Chester, Cyclones, longer halftime, as we talked about, I talked about earlier with the dedication to the press box to Carlisle Roddy. Great ceremony at halftime, and I'm welcoming Travis Jenkins, the news and editor, reporter, sports guru, lover of high school football, and Travis. We'll talk about the game in a minute. Let's talk about the halftime ceremony honoring Carlisle Roddy. You've been around high school football a long time.
Yep.
Carlisle was doing this before you were born.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, so it was just great. What a well-deserved honor. I said this on the radio. I said, there's nobody that I know truly that loved Chester football more than Carlisle Roddy, and he loved those kids and those coaches, and he didn't care if they were 1-10 or 10-1.
Yeah.
He called the game like they were 10-1 every game.
Every single game, and he was unique, obviously, totally irreplaceable. You guys do a great job, but we all know there's one Carlisle. Nobody could do
absolutely.
He did. I don't know if anybody could get away with doing it.
Oh, no.
I want to tell you a quick story about the reach that he had. I was at a concert in Greenville in about 2005, 6, somewhere around in there. Stand in line to get a beverage or a hot dog or whatever. And I struck up a conversation with the guy in line in front of me, and he told me he was from Lugolf. He said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Well, I live in Union. I work in Chester." He said, "Oh, Chester. Do you know Carlisle Roddy?" I said, "Yeah, everybody knows Carlisle." He said, "Man, I sit up every Friday." He said, "I don't give a hoot about Chester football, but I will sit every Friday night around a burn barrel and have a cocktail or 12 and just listen to Carlisle Roddy call Chester football."
Yeah. It's funny. I've heard that same story, and I talk to a lot of people in Rock Hill and see a lot of people, and they'll say, we're coming home from the game, whether we're supporting Northwestern, Rock Hill, South Point, it doesn't matter. He says, we're going to turn on WRBK because we're going to listen to Carlisle Roddy.
Yeah.
He was always entertaining,
yep.
And he was just fun to listen to.
And I always loved that, if the game got out of hand, he wasn't going to let the fact that the game wasn't good keep you from being entertained. So
no.
He would start telling stories about the quarterback's granddaddy, how he worked third shift at Catherine Plant.
He knew them all.
Yeah, and drove an old beater car.
Yeah.
Like mustard sauce on his barbecue and all this. Like, he knew everything about everybody and all their dads and all their dads' dads.
Carlisle probably saw grandkids of some of the kids he called.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably did.
He probably did at some point.
Calling guys for 47.
Yeah.
He was, I can't think of anybody who is as identifiably linked to a program as Carlisle was to Chester in the state of South Carolina in its history.
Yeah. I haven't been around in Chester. I haven't been around high school football as long as you have, but I've been in South Carolina for a long time, and certainly there have been some great voices, as you know. But certainly well deserved for Carlisle and the family. So happy for him. Let's talk about the football game, Travis. Wow, Cyclones really came out, opened up offensively, looked really good.
Yep.
and it really looked good offensively. Interception, I can live with an interception. Those things are going to happen.
Sure.
But a couple of key plays, we dropped a third down pass. There would have been a first down. We dropped an interception that was just, you couldn't have laid it in the hands any better. And then we had a penalty on 4th and 4 and gave them a first down on that touchdown drive. Take those plays, and you can't do that. But the Cyclones have competed tonight.
That very much so. And on one hand, South Pointe has had great success running the ball. They've bottled up Chester's running game, but the Cycs have hit for big plays. And really, you think about it, South Pointe's sitting here up 14-7. Okay, let's think about their 2 touchdown drives. One of them started at the Chester 13 after an interception.
Yep.
And the other was kept alive by 2 fourth down penalties by Chester. You take those out, and it's 14-0, and then the other little things, the dropped interception down here early, the dropped third down pass that would have extended another Chester drive. It's really South Pointe's. I mean, certainly they've looked. I mean, they've looked good, especially running the ball, especially, and defending the run against Chester, but. The only reason that they're leading is because of some Chester miscues.
Yeah.
And credit to them, they've taken advantage of them.
Absolutely.
But still.
Yeah, and of course we know this, South Pointe's playing without their starting quarterback, but it doesn't matter.
Sure.
They've outnumbered some players. I wonder what the second half is going to be like for the Cyclones. Are we going to wear down a little bit? We played that first quarter, we had a lot of momentum, a lot of juice, and it carried over in the second quarter, and again, the game kind of leveled out a little bit. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. This first drive for the Cyclones defense is huge. We've only had to kick off one tonight, and I know you weren't there last week, but I watched us kick off twice, and both of them returned for touchdowns. And we have really struggled in the special teams when it comes to kickoff. So I'm just going to see how we're going to approach that in the very first drive, because we got to kick it. We got to kick it off. Are we going to pooch kick it? Are we going to try to kick it deep and take our chances? So that's going to be, to me, really key for the second half. And if the Cyclones defense can come out here and force up 3 and out, 4, or it doesn't matter, just force, to get the ball back without a score, I like their chances to come back and, they've moved the football.
They have moved the football. And it's like I've said to somebody on the sidelines, Reggie Heath is oh my God, did you see that giant play waiting to happen on literally every snap?
Well, I said this.
He's made 2 of them tonight.
I said this. We're going to look at the end of the year, and at the end of the year, we're going to look at the stats for the entire state, and we're going to see Reggie Heath in the top 10 in yards and catches. I don't know if it'll equate to touchdowns, but it's going to equate to yards and catches. I think he's got to get more involved, and then I like to see Cayenne Kennedy get more involved in the pass game. Last week he had a really, really big game.
Yeah. And has a touchdown the one time he touched it tonight.
Yeah. So he's a special player when it comes to the tight end position. He's a matchup problem for high school. He's a big kid, and he's also a dual athlete. Plays first. He's got great hands. I've seen him play baseball.
Really good hands. He's lighter and a little quicker, it looks like, this year. From last year.
Yeah.
I agree with you. A couple of mistakes here and there. Chester needs to kind of iron out. But I agree with you. The first drive of the second half is going to be a huge one in terms of setting the time.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get ready. We'll get Clint back on here and get ready for the second half. Travis, thanks a lot for coming up and spending a little bit of time with us. Always great to see you, and thank you for everything you do for Chester High School football.
How's it going between the Raptors and Mohawks?
I can't get an update on that. I cannot get an update on Bethune-Bowman and academic
score. Hit us
Yeah. So listen to Cyclone Radio, Cyclone football. On WRBK. Cyclones down to South Pointe Stallions 14-7, and we'll be right back.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones. Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at truevista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winnsboro.
Okay, welcome back to Cyclones Stadium. We're about a minute and 12 seconds from kickoff after a very good halftime show honoring Carlisle Wright and the naming of this press box after him for his 40-something years of service to the Chester Cyclones calling their football games. A lot of fond memories. It was when you sit here and you think about this and think about that, we've had some wonderful times in this press box, and he's missed. He really is. So, Clint?
Yeah, ma'am.
It's yours, big boy.
Oh, I appreciate you giving it back.
That's a famous word, isn't it? Big
Absolutely.
Boy?
33 seconds left on the 20-minute game clock, but then a halftime clock. We'll come back and do 3 more as the Cyclones are just getting to the field. I was just talking to Chet Tucker, voice of the Stallions, through OTS Media. They move him around, but he typically gets locked in on the Stallions, especially as the season progresses. And he was telling me that we were talking about how this 3-minute extra time at the end of the halftime period has basically become standard. South Pointe didn't even start warming up really until the Cyclones came down the hill because they knew there were going to be 3 minutes left on the clock. It's 20-minute halftime, but the Cyclones made their way down. I tell you, I don't know what Jeff said. I was away. I'm sure he talked about the game, and he's very astute as he talks about the game. But I'll tell you this, I've been impressed with the Cyclones football team in the first half. They've been playing very efficiently offensively. Just a couple mistakes, and they'll work through those things. But you'll get that from a young team, and sometimes that's just how the ball bounces. And so Trooper Floyd missed a couple passes. Ball sailed on him a little bit. One of those was a costly interception, set South Pointe up 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line of the Cyclones, and they scored. South Pointe's only had one sustained drive against the Cyclone defense, and the Cyclone offense has been able to move the football. They scored a touchdown on their opening drive, got deep inside the 10-yard line, and had it 4th down in inches and decided to kick the field goal, and the field goal was blocked. And so the Cyclones got no points, and then they were right toward the end of the first half, had a good drive, and ended up finding themselves in a situation going for it 4th down and 3, and Trooper just overthrew the receiver. But 2 passes that were thrown, the 3rd down pass should have been caught by Sidorian Pendergrass on the out route from the tight end position. So, but all in all, the Cyclones played very efficient football, very good football, and very passionate football on the defensive side. South Pointe has as well, and I tell you got to like that first quarter, first half. Coach Floyd's got to be pleased, and as a fan and as a broadcast crew, we got to like how this team is playing, and if they are able to continue to play this game this way, it bodes well for the rest of the season. I can tell you that much, because this is a football team on the field in South Pointe, defending 4A state champs, number 1 ranked team in 4A, coming in 3-0 on the season, having beat Gaffney, Rock Hill, and then Mallard Creek out of Charlotte last week. And so they're riding high. They're confident. They got a new coach, but they're riding high and confident. Got a lot of the players back, and their South Pointe won 7 state championships in about 15 years of existence. So you play against a team like that, and you're playing hard, you're playing present, and you're playing fast, and you're playing well, and you're not backing down. You got to be pleased with where this football team's playing and for the future as this team continues to progress. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. 1 minute left before we start the second half.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home, located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls, are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
All right, back here at Cyclone Stadium, sitting high atop the Carlisle Roddy press box, high atop the stands in the Carlisle Roddy press box. I say that given the fact that he was not a fan of, was it Bob Fulton at Carolina, Jimbo?
Well, that's true only because he was a Gamecock
That's
fan.
right.
That's the only reason.
It's Bob Fulton, right?
That's right.
Jim Phillips was at Clemson, right?
Well, yeah, but if Bob Fulton
was
had been
awesome.
at Clemson, he would have loved him. He'd have thought he was the greatest thing since
Bob Fulton, you say, is sitting high atop Williams-Brice. And I just say that because Carlisle was a die-hard
I tell
Tiger.
you what, I love listening to Bob Fulton and what's the guy from Georgia?
Larry Munson.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he was awesome.
He took a big hobnail boot and stuck it on his nose.
That's just, those guys don't exist any longer, guys.
No. Well, I was just talking about some of the stuff, like talking to Carlisle's family, Lee and Johnny and Pam, and we were talking about some of the things that Carlisle used to get away with. We just live in a different world. Not only those guys don't exist, you couldn't get away with that anymore.
Oh, no.
And then have the people on top of us, you know.
The FCC might come after us.
Exactly right.
I'm not saying we want to get away with some of that stuff. I'm just saying it's just one of those things. It's just a different world. Cyclones will kick off, start the third quarter here, down 14-7 to the Stallions. Cyclones have had some shaky kick coverage this season, and so we'll see what they do. Austin Allen on the kick for the Cyclones. Stallions have 8 men
between the 20 and the 30.
8 men within 10 yards of the line of the ball. It's going to be a pooch kick, and he's going to call for a fair catch. Good job. It's going to be called at the 38-yard line where the Stallions put it in play.
You know,
20 called it.
I don't know that you can do much better than that the way we've handled kickoffs lately. So I'm okay with that.
Oh, I am too. Stallions taking over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Number 28 in Turner, sophomore, defensive back, catches the kickoff from Austin Allen, the pooch kick. Now moving right to left against the Cyclones, just tuning in, it's 14-7 South Pointe over the Cyclones here on at this special night in Chester, South Carolina. Jay Sanders has been the quarterback, the senior. He's gotten the start and gone all the way. It's a jet sweep to the right side, and it's been well blocked. Cyclone's going to string it out, but the guy cuts forward. That's number 4, Kyrie Rollinson.
There's a hold right there, Clint. We got a flag on about the 41-yard line.
Rollinson gets over the 40-yard line to the 45, close to the midfield.
It's going to be about first and 18.
But it's a hold back up.
Blocking.
That's the 8th penalty of the night for the Stallions for 75 total yards. Cyclones had 2 penalties for 20. And they'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Well, we'll replay first down. Cyclones have on the front line, they got 4 down linemen here to start the third quarter. They've got number 50, DeAndre Hall, in there with Cortez Woods, Trajan P., and Terry Radford. Got one linebacker, that's Antonio Hopkins, and then they split the rest of the men out in defensive backfield. Hands off up the middle. This time Cyclones are there, and that's going to be Sims, I believe, from Sanders. He gets up into the middle of the line of scrimmage, gains 2, brings up second down and 13.
I know you guys were down the field at halftime, had a score of Lancaster on top of Fairfield by a score of 14-0 in the second quarter. Great Falls up 14-6 at half.
Stallions, Jay Sanders in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right side. Waits on the snap, claps his hands, Cyclones don't jump. Caleb Sims stands to his right. Ball's on the left hash, moving right to left against the Cyclone defense. 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker. 2 high safety. Hands it off to his running back up the middle, and he's going to get to over the 40-yard line to the 43. Tackled by number 1, Zeke Evans for the Cyclones, along with Terry Radford and Cortez Woods. I'm a little surprised that Coach Caldwell has come out in this defensive set. It may have to do with personnel. One of the things that they had to make changes in Fort Mill and go to 4-man front was because of personnel matters. But they're 2 high safeties. We don't usually see the Cyclones in 2 high safeties, usually bringing somebody down to try to stop the run. Sanders in the shotgun formation, got an H-back in the game, and he is lined up on the left side. That's Gordon.
I look for number 8 to go to the right side.
Wide side of the field. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to throw across his body, and he's got a man open. Zeke Evans is there to make the stop, but not before they get the first down. That's Kendrick, Damari Kendrick. He got 5 and enough for a Stallion first down, the first of the second half.
I wonder if he's related to Darion Kendrick.
Might be.
What's the Columbia High School Capitals in the Great Falls?
Great Falls is up 14-6 at halftime.
Cyclones bring Antonio Hopkins off the field and Kyan Kennedy in this place. 2 linebackers in the game for the Cyclones. They hand it off to Sims. Nope, that's not Sims. He running back gets in the middle, turns to the left and right, spins his way over the 40-yard line down to the 37 of the Cyclones. That's Aiden Turner, the runner. We have an injured player on the field for the Stallions. That's one of the interior
That is number 70, Trevante Weldon, Clint. Here's a score for you guys. Halftime, Blacksburg 18, Louisville 17.
Man, that's something. We have an injured player on the field for the Stallions. 10 minutes to go in the third. Cyclones down 14-7. Played a very, very good first half against the Stallions, but here they got themselves in a situation where they need to get a stop to keep the Stallions from increasing this lead, making it 21-7. Ball's 1st and 10 on the Cyclone 37-yard line. Stallions moving right to left. Injured player is one of the interior linemen for the Stallions. Coach Bobby Collins on the field with his training staff and as well as the trainer for the Cyclones. MUSC provides those trainers for the Cyclones, and we're very thankful not only for their sponsorship of these games, but also for their help and support of the Cyclone athletic program. And our trainer is Aaron McCauley, and so we're thankful that Aaron is on the field and helping that young man from South Pointe out. Number 70 is not on my list from South Pointe.
Look how big that boy is.
70.
He's not even on the list.
Shows you how in tune I am, Clint. I said Trevante Weldon, and that's for the Cyclones.
Yeah, I knew that. I just go.
Well, you should have corrected me.
No,
I was looking at the roster, and I saw the highlighted roster, and you've kind of given us a new look today.
Hey, man, I'm
not used to this.
So let me tell you something. I'm bringing my A game in here. I'm learning. I'm taking it in. I'm never too old to learn. Got to get excellent. Try to be better. The only problem I can't fix is my ability to stumble over words and get tongue-tied.
So, yes, correct. Number 70 does not exist on the roster for South Pointe.
He is the no-name player. I watched a documentary on Amazon Prime on the no-name man. It was the guy that kind of head up the CIA, particularly during the Cold War. And I got halfway through. I had to take a break, and it came back, and I took it off Prime. I hate it when they do that. But anyway, it's a fascinating story. He was a spy. 14-7 South Pointe, 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Driving right to left, 1st down and 10, balls on the Cyclone 37. Sanders in the shotgun formation, ace back behind the right tackle. He's going to take a shotgun snap. He's going to throw it downfield. He throws it up. That ball's going to fall incomplete. Terry Radford got in and hit the quarterback's arm as he threw it, and I believe Terry took a little stinger on that hand. Got jammed a little bit. Brings up 2nd down and 10, 5th play of the drive forthcoming. Drive started on the 38-yard line of the Stallions to start the third quarter after the Cyclones to the pooch kick. 9:50. Cyclones back in that 3-3-5 defense. I don't know why they were running there at the beginning of 4-2, trying to maybe give it a little different look with 2 high safeties.
75's another one.
Now they got the single high safety, Shadeem McCullough, back about 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. Cyclones are there. Kyan Kennedy along with Antonio Hopkins gets up off the bottom of the pile. Gain 4 by the running back. Aiden Turner, I believe, is who it is. He gained 3, brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Stallions. Cyclones need to stop here, Jeff, I believe.
Yeah, this is huge right here. I do think it's 4-down territory for the Stallions. I know last time they punted or appeared to punt, but
got to get off the field on 3rd down.
Absolutely.
That's what the college coaches will tell you.
Timeout.
Stallions. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. 9:14 to go in the third. 14-7 Stallions over Cyclones.
You think it is?
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean-burning and efficient natural gas.
This Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Quacked Glass, your mobile auto glass replacement service. Quack Glass will come to you and solve your glass auto needs. Quack Glass is American-owned and Carolina-grown. They're serving both North and South Carolina, and now with offices at Carowinds and 2708 Flat Creek Road, Lancaster. 866-787-8225 or online at quackglass.com. You can trust the Duck.
You're listening to Cyclone Football on WRBK Richburg, WNBK Whitmire, WEBK Society Hill, WUBK Inner Ray.
And we welcome all of you who are listening all over the state of South Carolina, even perhaps into North Carolina, to Cyclone Football on WRBK. 9:14 to go. Stallions, 3rd down and 7. Quarterback Sanders takes a run over the right side. He's got some running room. Cyclone's going to be there. Oh, he missed the tackle. He ran through the tackle, and he gets out of bounds inside the 20, but there is a hold on the wide receiver over there. Reggie Heath missed the tackle, but I believe number 80 is going to bail him out. That's Zaheem Love.
Every time South Pointe's needed a 3rd and, say, 5 or 6, they've gone to that quarterback run to the right side.
So it's 3rd down and 7. Sanders picks it up. He's a shifty running back. He gets out to the 20-yard line, but it is a holding call, and it's going to bring it back to 3rd down and 8 for the Stallions, moving right to left here against the Cyclone defense. Cyclone defensive line's undersized, but I've been impressed with the way they've been able to get some penetration, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, they've played pretty well. I said this at halftime while you guys were on. I'm a little concerned how this is going to affect us in the second half with just wearing us down a little bit.
Sanders in the shotgun, right, H-back to the right side, hands off to his running back. This time he's going to get up in there. He's got some running room. I believe the Cyclones
got the first down.
I believe he got close to the first down. No, he got it. According to the linesman, he got the first down. So he got 8. He needed 8. He got 8 and about a foot. So that's enough for a first down, or they're going to call 4th down. Just shy. So it's 4th down. The Stallions line up to go for it here.
You think they'll go to the right side?
They're going to measure.
Go to the right
But
side.
they wouldn't measure when it was 4th down and 4 inches for us.
Okay. Well, but I will say this, with all due respect to that point, we have every right to ask for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they were going to measure it or if Coach Collins asked for it, but we could have asked for it down there.
I know.
When it's close, you can ask for it. It's going to be a little short. Short by about a football. 4th down and a football for the Stallions. 8:40 to go in the 3rd. Their opening drive of the second half, and they've run 7 plays on it, I believe, and they started on their own 38. So they've gotten to the Cyclone 28-yard line. They got to get to the 27.5 for a first down. Ball's on the right hash for the Stallions, and I imagine to see Jay Sanders run this football, Jeff.
Yeah, what we need here is a bad snap.
They've had 2 of them tonight. 8:40 to go. Big play for the Cyclone defense. Cyclone defensive front has played hard. Cortez Woods, a senior. Trajan P. is a sophomore. And Terry Radford, a freshman. Got a bright future, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely.
P at the tight end position. H back on the right side. Sanders takes a shotgun snap. Hands off to his running back. He got the first down and more. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Caleb Sims for the Stallions. 20-7 on a 4th down and inches. Caleb Sims took it 28 yards for a touchdown.
All right, now that's over with. Cyclones are going to get the ball back, and guys, it's going to be imperative that we have a very long, sustained drive and get points. This game could get out of hand if we go 3 and out, or quick series, or whatever it may be.
You hit the nail on the head,
yeah, they got a lot of fresh legs over there.
On the try, the extra point is Brookover. Jacob Brookover. Jackson Switzer is his long snapper. Big 75. That's a big one. Don't have him on my list. He doesn't exist. He moves from the left side to the right side. Got a good snap. Kicks up, and it is Cyclones almost block it, but it is good. So it is 21-7, 8:26 to go in the 3rd. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
Relax on and off the field with Founders Federal Credit Union. With services like Founders Online and Founders App, you'll enjoy local personalized service. Joining Founders Federal Credit Union is easy. Relax, join Founders.com or at one of the more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Relax, go Cyclones. Services require credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Great Falls. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, back here, South Pointe kicks off to the Cyclones. It's going to be a kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. Sails over Antonio Hopkins' head into the end zone. Cyclones will put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. I tell you what, in high school, we talked about this when Henry Glenn was kicking last year for the Cyclones. High school, a kicker that can kick it into the end zone is a big-time weapon.
That's a asset.
South Pointe went seven plays for 62 yards on a touchdown. First drive of the third quarter. Now they're up 21-7 over the Cyclones. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field for the first time here in the second half. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to try to throw downfield. He's got a man open, overthrows him, and that ball is almost intercepted. Reggie Heath, I don't know if he broke the route off too quickly or Trooper thought he was going to keep running it, but 21 had a chance to make a play and was unable to do it. Or Barksdale, free safety who's going to James Madison, dropped the pass for the Stallions. He had a chance to make a diving interception. Second down and 10 for the Cyclones. Ball's on the 20, moving left to right. Trooper Floyd into shotgun formation, takes the snap. He's going to run the option to his running back. He's got some running room on the left side, and Shadim's going to get over the 25-yard line to the 29, close to a first down.
I believe he's got it, Clint.
And there's going to be a hold on the Cyclones.
Of course.
He lowered his shoulder and drove the defender out of bounds, but there's a hold on one of the Cyclone receivers blocking over there. That's a point of emphasis for this crew. This crew is concerned with holding in the outside on both teams.
Yeah, it hasn't been one-sided, that's for sure. Cyclones had more.
Cyclones only had 3 penalties for 30 yards. That's just a costly one right there. From third down and 9 at the 29 to third down and 1, at the 29 to second down and 20 from the 10. They've been consistent. You got to give them credit for that. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. McCullough to his left side, waiting on the snap. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He throws across the middle. He overthrew him. He had a man wide open. That was Sidorian on the hot pass, tight end, and he just threw it too far to the inside.
If he hits him, he's going to get another 20, 25 yards. That's too bad. And those are the kind of plays we got to make, guys.
We just haven't been able to make them. We've had a couple overthrows. We had a ball dropped in the first half that would have extended the drive. We had another overthrow that was intercepted and set South Pointe up for their first touchdown. Just not able to make those key plays, and sometimes that's just how the game goes. But you got to make them to beat South Pointe.
Yep.
Floyd into shotgun formation. McCullough to his right side. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to throw that same pass is open, but he's going to get sacked in the backfield by that defensive line. Number 1, he's flying on out there. A.J. Miller. Cyclones will be forced to punt after a loss of 5. So South Pointe will be set up well for their second drive of the third quarter. 7:34 to go, up 21-7, about to receive the punt from Trooper Floyd. Back to receive this punt is number 32, DJ Barksdale for the Stallions. Trooper takes it. He gets a good punt. It's going to hit and take a Cyclone roll at the 35-yard line. 40. Barksdale's going to pick it up one-handed. He's going to try to cut upfield at the 38-yard line, but the GG got him.
That DG's tough, isn't it?
GG. Greengrass. So he goes down at the 37-yard line where they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 37. Up 21-7, 7-13. This is a key drive, Jeff, for me, in my opinion, if I'm a Cyclone defender.
Yeah, we talk about this just a numbers game, guys. They're 4A, we're 3A. We're a small 3A, and they've got a lot of guys.
Yeah, they're wearing
big guys. It's just going to eventually wear on you.
And they're running the football, and that's what that running does. We've seen it time and time again. Chester won a state championship. 75% of the time running the ball, you're going to wear other teams down. Big bodies laying on them. Shotgun snap, going to swing it out here to the flats. DJ Stevenson gives chase, chases the running back down, and takes him down at the 35-yard line, but it's going to be a face mask or some type of illegal tackle on DJ. The receiver was number 9, Mason Pickett Hicks, and the flag's down at the 35-yard line.
Let me tell you, number 75, if he went and got him a Bojangles biscuit right now, I'd put him about 350.
Got that right. Officials having a conversation about how they want to call this. Let me tell you something though, guys. If he tackled that guy with his face mask. He had to come over the back through. Personal foul. Face mask, they did call it on him. He must have come around him and grabbed it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him throw it pretty quick after the flag, so I knew it wasn't holding.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't question that call.
So, wait a second. They calling 2 penalties, 1 on each.
No. I'm confused.
I'm really, because I know, I just saw him.
Well, they personal foul face mask on the Cyclones. Sideline on them. So it's a 5 yard.
I thought the sideline warning was this.
It used to be.
No, they'd already done that. This wasn't a sideline issue.
Okay.
So it's 15 then 5.
So double secret probation.
Shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back over the right side. That's going to be number 9, Mason Pickett Hicks. He gets about 5, brings up second down and 5.
Tell you what, these officials have been pretty quick to run guys off the field. They've all been South Pointe players. They've run them off field for equipment violations.
Zaire Gordon just got ran off. He was the H-back.
That's the 4th player tonight that they have run off the field for equipment issues.
6:25 to go in the third. Cyclones down 21-7. Stallions knocking at the door again after the Cyclones went 3 and out after a costly holding call. Ball's at the 19-yard line. Sanders takes a shotgun snap. He looks downfield. He tries to throw. He's got a man open coming free. Ball falls incomplete.
No flag.
And
that's got to be holding.
That's going to be a hold on South Pointe, I think. Antonio Hopkins got into the backfield. Going to be a hold on number 52, Christopher Starr. If I had any kind of statement to say it, I think the officials have been very good tonight. But and I know that on a night we celebrate Carlisle, I probably shouldn't say that. But he never believed it. But I think they've been very good tonight. I would say I think the pass interference, it might have been a legit pass interference, but that was the costly penalty on the Cyclones at the end of the first half.
100%.
But South Pointe's had some big ones to go. I mean, they've had a ton of penalties. Yeah. They've had 11 tonight.
And they've been able to overcome most of them, but
6 minutes left in the third. Second down and 21 for the Stallions after the holding call. Cyclone 3-3-5 defense, handed off to the running back up the middle. He chased a couple men, miss. He jumps into the hole. The Cyclones chasing down.
Those guys are shifting.
Number 9, Mason Pickett Hicks. He's got some speed and he's shifty. He got 8 on the play, brings up third down and long. 4th play of the drive.
Yeah.
No, I think they'll kick a field goal. If they don't get it, I think they'll kick a field goal.
He was kicking them. He was kicking them from 45 yards at halftime.
They get to the 20. That's a 30. That's a 37-yard field goal.
Right now it'd be about a 45er.
5-1-7-8.
He certainly got the leg.
Oh, for sure. Third down and 13 for the Stallions. Ball's at the Cyclone 28-yard line. They got to get to the 15 for a first down. Sanders takes shotgun snap, swings down here to the flats, got a man on his running, and the Cyclones give chase. They're going to stop him at the 25-yard line, gang tackling. That's Maurice Feaster, Cortez Woods, and several other Cyclones get up off the bottom of the pile there. Let me give credit to Shadim McCullough, who comes up from the safety position to make the stop. 4th down and long for the Stallions. What's Coach Bobby Collins going to do here? 5th play of the drive.
If I'm Bobby Collins, I'm going to kick a field goal because at some point in time this year, you're going to have to kick a field goal.
Coach Bobby Collins leaves his offense on the field, 4th down and 7. Maybe he's going to try to draw the Cyclones offside.
Can't underestimate or overestimate this down right here. This would be a big win for the Cyclones.
4:50 to go in the third. Cyclones trying to hold on 4th down and 7. Sanders takes shotgun snap. He's going to throw into the flats. That ball is going to be overthrown, and it's going to fall incomplete, and the Cyclones are going to take it over on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Best field position they've had in a while.
Yeah, since the opening drive.
I tell you what, I'm surprised they didn't kick a field goal right there. You got a guy that's got a leg. You got 14. I think they'll make it 3 scores.
My whole thing is at some point in time in the season, you're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I think.
Is it at the end of the game to win the game? What is it?
All right, we got a water break on the field. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK, and 872-2222. Polk Bell Bonds.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to get upfield to about the 23-yard line. Gain 2, brings up second down and 8. Good run by Trooper. Trooper's going to have to grow in that position. We knew that coming into the season. He is a much more accurate passer. He has had a little trouble with some accuracy tonight. He's a sophomore, but the running is going to come as he gets older and develops and lifts weights, etc. 4-13, second down and 9 for the Cyclones. After holding the Stallions, they need to pick up a first down here. Takes a shotgun snap, flings it out to the flats. He's got his running back out there, but he's not going to go very far. He got good coverage by the South Pointe Stallions, and whoever the defensive back that blew his wide receiver up into the play, give him credit. Third down and 8 for the Cyclones. McCullough gains 1 on the play. All right, you got to dial up a play to get 8 yards, Jeff.
I'm looking for 2 or 5. I'm trusting 2 and 5 on this play right here.
I go 5.
Cyclone offensive line has held up pretty well tonight compared to what we've seen in the past, especially against the strength of this this Stallion football team. They're going to roll to his right, look down the field. He's got a man open, and he's got him, and the ball hits the ground. It's a little underthrown.
Yeah.
Threw it to Reggie. Ball hits the ground, so Trooper will be on the punt. Accuracy has not been there for Trooper tonight, but those are part of growing pains. When you're a sophomore, you got to learn. You got to grow, and you got to mature.
You do. Circle of life, man.
You want me to sing that from the line?
No, I don't want you to sing at all. I've heard you sing.
No.
It's the circle of life.
Thank you, Bill.
Got a low snap from
Cut us off,
Moss.
Bill, if it happens.
But Trooper handled it well. He kicks it, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Cyclone side of the 50-yard line. Let's see where that man's going to mark it.
Just asking a lot of our defense guys right now. I mean, just putting a lot of stress on these guys.
Cyclones run 6 plays so far in the third quarter. South Pointe has run 12 and a touchdown. Ball's going to be spotted at the Cyclone 46-yard line. So Stallions started the first drive, but they're on 38 of the second half. They started the second at 37 and this one at the 46. Moving right to left against the Cyclones. They're a 4-man front with 2 single high safeties now. Cyclones trying to protect here against a deep pass, it looks like. We got a player with an equipment issue, number 82.
Again?
Cedric Heath goes off the field, the senior. Bring on a replacement for him. Coach Talkman signaling in this play to his defensive linemen. 2 linebackers, 4 defensive linemen. Takes the shotgun snap. Cyclones get him in the backfield, and he still dials forward. Man, that's a good hard run. Who was that? Caleb Sims? Sims got 2, but the Cyclones were back there and hit him, knocked his feet out from under, but he fell forward. Good run there.
2-yard loss to a 1-yard gain.
Excuse me, that's Pickett Hicks. Tell you, that sophomore's a good runner. He's going to be around for a while. Second play of this drive, second down and 9. 2:45 to go in the third. Cyclones on defense. Stallions up 21-7, trying to add to their lead here in the third quarter. They scored on the opening drive of the third quarter to take the 21-7 lead. Cyclones held them on their second. Now the Cyclones trying to hold them on the third. Hands it off to Pickett Hicks over the right side. He scats around the corner, and the Cyclones going to run him out of bounds inside the 35 at the 34. That's a gain of 13 and a first down. That guy's shifty. He gets around that corner. He turns it around.
Yeah, he's tough.
They got some speed.
2:24 to go in the third. The Cyclones have played, I think, the Stallions really well. They just haven't been able to capitalize on some important plays offensively. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back over the right side. That's number 20, Boosie. Number 28 in Turner. Turner gets about 7 on the play, maybe 6.
Winning is hard, no matter what sport it is or what level. But when you're in a game like this, it's a very, very small margin of error.
Oh, for sure. Running back in the right side of the formation is an H-back, and that's going to be Gordon. They leave him in there. They've kind of gone with this power formation against this Cyclone defense, trying to establish the line of scrimmage. High snap, but the quarterback takes it, fakes the handoff, turns left. He scats through the line, and he's going to get inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. He points out the first down. Jay Sanders has got it. Jay Sanders has got some speed on him, man.
Yeah, keep in mind he is a wide receiver, and I suspect he's probably a starting wide receiver. He looks long.
He's one of the top. He's the top wide receiver on the football team. 1:28 to go. The third. South Pointe has it at the 18-yard line of the Cyclones. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back, Turner. Turner picks his way through the Cyclone defensive line, gets inside the 10-yard line down to the 6, maybe 7, and South Pointe starting to establish their will against the Cyclone defense. First down, I believe. It's going to be first and goal from the 7. South Pointe's ready to go.
Coach Floyd's called timeout.
Coach Floyd called timeout. We'll take it with him. 21-7 South Pointe. We come back. They're knocking on the door.
Tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football made possible in part by Chester County Natural Gas Authority. As Chester County Natural Gas celebrates 60 years of service to their customers, they remind you natural gas is the most efficient and effective way to heat your water, heat your home, dry your clothes, and to cook your meals. Contact Chester County Natural Gas Authority Monday to begin enjoying the comfort and affordability of clean burning and efficient natural gas.
For over 77 years, Fairfield Electric Cooperative has delivered electric energy to our consumer owners. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we are part of a nationwide community of local, not-for-profit cooperatives committed to enhancing our customers' lives and livelihoods by providing reliable power, high-quality customer-focused service, and valuable products and services. We're Fairfield Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy partner. Proud to be a part of tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK.
All right, back here, Cyclones down 21-7, 1:08 to go in the third quarter. South Pointe has it inside the Cyclone 10 at the 7, first and goal. Coach Floyd called a timeout to give his defense a chance to breathe. South Pointe was ready to run some tempo. Jay Sanders has gone the way in the backfield. Takes a shotgun snap, going to fling it out here to his receiver on a wide receiver screen. He's going to get inside the 5, maybe to the 5. Gain 2, brings up second down and goal. Brings up the 6th play of this drive that started at the Cyclone 46. It's a tall order for the Cyclones when you give the ball to the opponent, number one team in 4A and the defending 4A state champions. You give it to them at your own 37 and your own 46 to start the third quarter. Takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to run around the corner, touchdown Sanders. So with 32 seconds left, or 31 seconds left in the third quarter, South Pointe just took the lead on a Jay Sanders 5-yard touchdown run over the left side, 27-7.
Real quickly, Great Falls 20, Columbia 12, third quarter.
That boy's quick. He's quick.
5-yard touchdown run by Jay Sanders. Brookover on to try the extra point. Got a good snap, good hold. It's a bad hold. Got a good snap, bad hold. Cyclone's going to take the holder down. Antonio Hopkins hit him first, and then DJ Stevenson makes the stop. So it's 27-7 with 31 seconds left in the third.
You know what I'd like to see here? I think this game, it's going to be a stretch for the Cyclones, obviously, to come back and win this game. But what I would like to see in the fourth quarter is just a little bit of offensive momentum. Try to get a little bit of that first drive, a little bit of different play calling, and make a few plays and keep that defense off the field.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Floyd, I'm sure, will be. He's called a good football game.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to convert. We had a couple, like I said, accuracy's just been off a little bit, but that's just part of it. You play the game and growing pains. You learn this is an entirely different football system than what we're used to. So this is something that they're working their way through as well. A lot of pressure, on the quarterback to get rid of the football. And, South Pointe is a class act. Beat to receive this kick from Brookover is number 16, Antonio Hopkins, number 3, and Andre Evans for the Cyclones. Ball's teed up at the 40. Brookover, here's the run-up and the kick. It's a high and over-end kick. It's going to be taken by one of the Cyclone men. Nope, into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback. Cyclones will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. What a weapon Brookover is for South Pointe.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a few kickers there in their days. Even before B.T. Potter, man, they had some guys that could kick the football.
All right, so Chester has started tonight outside of the opening possession. Chester started their own 17, their own 20, their own 26, their own 20, and then 3 drives in the third quarter, all at their own 20-yard line.
You run one play here, guys, regardless, and you take it to the fourth quarter.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. McCullum beside him, takes a shotgun snap, going to throw it out here to the flat. He overthrows his man. I don't know if it got tapped or I don't know if it got tipped or it sailed on him.
No, it just took off on him.
But it went way over the head of Reggie Heath. Brings up second down. Trooper was as accurate as he was last week. He's having a hard time this week. He started the game incredibly accurate and then it's like it's kind of gotten to his head a little bit, Jeff. Trying to press a little bit.
Yeah, body language, there's just a lot of things. But that's, like you said, it's just part of the growing up process.
Cyclones down 27-7, 25 seconds left. They're going to hand it off to McCullough. That'll be the last play of the third quarter, I would imagine. McCullough gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 4. Brings up third down and long for the Cyclones. Juez McCullough comes off the field for the Cyclones. Juez, I believe, patrons the Blackstock Fish Camp.
Man.
That's the end of the third quarter, 27-7 South Pointe. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by First Citizens Bank. At First Citizens, we believe that banking is all about the people we serve, and we work hard every day to make sure our customers know how we feel. First Citizens Bank with offices in Richburg and Chester. That's First Citizen Bank, forever first.
Tonight's Cyclone football action made possible in part by True Vista Communications, Chester's provider for high-speed broadband, video, voice, wireless, security, and smart home solutions. They're available online at TrueVista.net or at a True Vista customer experience store located in Chester, Camden, Great Falls, and Winsboro.
All right, third down and 14. Cyclones balls at their own 16-yard line. They got to get to the 30 for a first down here to start the fourth quarter. They've run. This is the 9th offensive play the Cyclones have run in the second half. John Bramlett, take care, man. Good to see you, buddy.
See you, John.
Thank you. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right, look down the field. He's got a man open, and he hits him, and he's caught at the 30-yard line, 32-yard line. Couple men miss it, goes down. Good tackle out there by number 33 for the Stallions, Fred Reese, the sophomore defensive back. But the Cyclones are able to pick up a first down on a Trooper Floyd to Reggie Heath Jr.
If nothing else, guys, they can run a couple more minutes off the clock.
Fourth play of this drive, first down of the second half, 5th of the night. 11:41 to go in this one. Cyclones down 27-7 to the Stallions. Played exceptionally well for 3 quarters. South Pointe just starting to establish themselves, but the Cyclones have a chance here to make some noise. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to his running back. He's going to throw back across on a screen, and he throws it out in front of him. McCullough.
A lot of room, guys.
45-yard line 40, 45-50, 45-yard line 40. He's trying to make a couple man miss, gets right out of bounds at the 40, 35-yard line of the Stallions. Beautiful play call.
I'm going to tell you what, I called his name out earlier in the wrong way, but I'm going to call it the right way. Trevante Weldon was downfield, man. He was trying to hit somebody, nobody was getting his way.
Second first down of the drive for the Cyclones here. It started at their own 20-yard line, moving right to left to start the fourth. 11:18 to go, and Cyclones bring Sidorian Pendergrass on, and he's going to go to the slot on the right side. Kyle Kennedy lined up at the tight end on the left side. Shotgun snap to Trooper Floyd, going to run the option. He pitches it late. He hits his man, Shadim McCullough. Machine has to go backwards to catch the ball. Bad decision by Trooper. Should have pitched it sooner, but then he pitched it late, and he pitched it behind and messed up the momentum. Loss of 2 brings up second down and 12. 11 minutes, clock running. Cyclones inside South Pointe Stallion territory for about the 4th time tonight. Only got 7 points, but they've been inside South Pointe territory 4 times. Floyd takes a shotgun snap, looks down the field, got a man coming open, but he's going to get hit.
Got to get rid of it.
Got to throw it faster, son. Got to throw a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I'll throw a penalty on those guys.
Absolutely. Come on now. You can't do that in high school.
South Pointe whole defensive line's dancing in the backfield after a loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 18. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag.
I thought that was pretty good protection there by the line. Gave him enough time to get rid of the ball. He just held on to it a little too long.
He just got to get rid of it. He pulled a Matthew Stafford. Tell you what, old Stafford's got arm strength. He's got it like he likes. He won a Super Bowl. You can live and die by him, but boy, when he holds on to it, he'll mess you up in a heartbeat. 3 receivers to the left side of the formation for the Cyclones. Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's got a spin move. He's going to have to get up in the hole. This time the defensive line is teed
that
off.
Time he had no chance.
No chance. Number 1 for the defensive line.
Look at that. Look at that.
Not a full penalty on it. Number 1, A.J. Miller dancing on the outside. I can't believe they're letting him get away with it. 9:40 to go in the 4th. I mean, it's really surprising.
Yeah, a little disappointing, actually. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm the head coach, I guess I'm a little bit different, but if I'm the head coach, that's probably the last time you'll see the field tonight.
He's done it every time he's got a sack. Trooper Floyd back to punt. Got a good snap. Punt. Oh, he goes down on the punt, but it's a line drive punt. It's going to be taken by Barksdale at his own 15-yard line. He's got Cyclones have a bottom end, but he's going to reverse the field. He's trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be able to do it to the 30-yard line, run out of bounds at the 31. There's going to be a hold, back it up to the 20. There's 2 penalties on the field. There's going to be 2 holding calls, 1 blocking the back, 1 holding. They'll take it from the 20-yard line and they'll back them up 10, won't they, Jimbo?
Yep. Take the pick.
Cyclone offense got into South Pointe Stallion defense, into territory, and was unable to convert. Had a couple bad plays. One was an option pitch that went backwards, and then 2 sacks. Put them in a situation where they had long yardage, ended up having to punt on 4th down. Turn it over to the Stallions. They have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone. I believe it's going to be 10-yard line. Moving left to right. 9 minutes to go in this one. Cyclones down to the Stallions, 27-7. But on that drive, Jeff showed a little bit of life.
Yeah, it was a little bit of life. And, one mistake by Trooper not getting rid of the ball, and then the offensive line couldn't hold on the next play. Back-to-back sacks for the Stallions, and Cyclones were forced to punt. Unfortunately, you can't go for it on 4th and 40.
Well, the last thing you want to do, right, is get yourself in a situation where this defensive line is able to just pin their ears back and come after you. That's where the Cyclones, unfortunately, are.
That's right.
9 minutes left in this game, down 27-7. In a sense, you just kind of, I wonder if they get the ball back. Coach Floyd just says, you know what, we're just going to run our offense now because coming back is probably out of reach with this amount of time, but down 4 scores. Because they're just going to keep coming. We got a delay on the field. We got a chain gang problem. Chain got knotted up, Jimbo.
Not at all. It's the operator.
Nothing worse than a chain getting knotted on you.
Of course, they do come off the stick sometimes.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to say anything negative about the county auditor. He has some power. I don't want him coming after me. Sanders takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back, starts up the middle, cuts back to his right. That's going to be Pickett Hicks, and the offensive line of the South Pointe Stallions starting to establish themselves. He gained 15 on the play, brings up 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 25. McCullough made the stop from his free safety position. Sanders in the shotgun, takes a shotgun snap, going to drop back. Cyclone's going to come in pressure. He's going to throw it downfield. And there you go. Cyclone's going to go up to try to knock it down, and they do. And that's going to be Reggie Heath Jr. on the outside knocking the ball down as they try to hit the receiver on a fly pattern.
That's good defense.
Threw it out there to number 6, Damari Kendrick, senior wide receiver. He's good coverage.
Third curve score, Louisville 25, Blacksburg 18.
8:23 to go in the 4th. Cyclones down 27-7 to the Stallions, defending state 4A champions and number 1 team in 4A and perhaps number 1 team in the state of South Carolina. Shotgun snap, handed off to the running back over the left side, and he's going to get to the
There's a hold on number
35-yard
11
line,
there, Cat.
40.
Big dog, I saw that from up here. You can't hold on to his jersey and his shoulder pads.
Running back, Pickett Hicks, gets out to the 40-yard line. He gained 15, but is coming back. Holding against the wide receiver, Armendez Husky. I'll tell you what, the lines judge and the linesmen have been very consistent in that call all night. You can handle that. It's like, Jeff, you used to coach baseball, played baseball. You can handle consistency, can't you?
Absolutely. Consistent strike zone, consistent play calling. I'm going to tell you something. They're going to have to ice their arms down tonight.
Second down and 15 for the Stallions. At a first down, but it's wiped off the board. Second down and 15. Coach Caldwell calls his play in. Cyclone defensive line starting to wear down. You can see Terry Radford, the freshman, is starting to be able to get, they're starting to seal him off pretty easily by the right tackle. Timeout on the field by Coach Bobby Collins. We'll take it with him. 27-7 Stallions over the Cyclones when we come back. We'll take this break.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK, made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
Jay Sanders in the backfield for South Pointe. Got a running back to his left. Cyclone's going to bring some pressure up the middle. That's Kyan Kennedy. He's going to throw a wide receiver screen. Perfect play call by Coach Bobby Collins. 35-yard line. He cuts for a holder. 40-yard line. 45-yard line.
Oh, come
50.
on, number 80. You can see that from up there. Stevie Wonder can see that.
Zaheem Love got called for his second holding call of the night. That's the sophomore. And he's going to back him up. Going to be another first down taken off the board for the Stallions. And they went for second down.
And here's what I'm going to say about that holding play. That made a difference in that play.
Oh, big time.
He doesn't hold him there. He's got a chance to tackle him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's got to be their 7th or 8th holding call tonight.
Well, they've had 13 penalties tonight. Coach Collins will not be happy with that.
That's one thing we haven't talked about tonight, Clint, about the Cyclones. Really been, for the most part, penalty clean. I mean, we've had a few, but nothing. The offsides on the 4th down hurt us, but
four penalties for the Cyclones tonight for a total of 45 yards so far. Second down, it goes from second down to 15 to second down and 7. Sanders takes a shotgun snap. This time hands it off to his running back. He runs through a couple arm tackles. He's going to stay on his feet, 35-yard line, 40, 45-yard line, and the Cyclone's going to gang tackle him, but they are starting to wear down.
That's a big old boy running that football.
Yes, he is.
Number 40, the running back for his name is Westbrook for the Stallions. 47-yard line of the Stallions, moving left to right, up 27-7 with 7:30 to go in this one. On Carlisle Roddy night here at Chester High School. Takes a shotgun snap, going to hand it off to his running back this time, and Terry met him in the backfield and took him down for a loss of 2. Good play by Terry. Third play of this drive started at the Cyclone 10.
Really impressed with the Cyclones' effort. They're outmanned, outnumbered, and they continue to play hard. There's no quit.
Oh, absolutely. They're playing hard, and they're going to play to the whistle until the end of the horn. 27-7, I think they've acquitted themselves really well. Played this team better than anybody else has, except for Mallard Creek. H-back in the game on the left side. Hands it off to his running back. Cyclones give chase. That's DJ Stevenson. They catch him in the backfield and take him down for a loss. Running back was number 28 in Turner. That's another big loss there for the Cyclone defense. That backs them up 6 more yards, so it brings up third down and 18.
I'd say to a man across the defensive line, they've got us by 100 pounds.
Well, Trajan, our nose guard, I'm not sure how big Trajan is, but he is nothing compared to the center.
They're big across the line. I mean, Radford's our biggest kid. He's a freshman.
He's back in the right side of the formation. Sanders in the backfield. Takes a shotgun snap, going to run to the right side himself. Cyclone's going to streak him out. And Jaquan Carter gives chase. They're going to run him out of bounds at the 50-yard line, 47-yard line. So he got all the lost yardage back from third down and long. It's going to be 4th down and 9 for Coach Bobby Collins. And I imagine he'll send his punt team on up 27-7, 5:54 to go in this one. Maybe not. Yeah, here they come. Jacob Brookover on the punt. Jetson Switzer is the long snapper. I'll tell you what, Switzer is not very big. 30 is not very big either. Tyler Perez, he's the holder. Deep to receive this punt is number 3 for the Cyclones, Andre Evans.
Another equipment violation, let me guess. Tell him to put his mouthpiece in. Well, they're on top of that.
Upback didn't have his mouthpiece in, but he does now.
It's okay to dance.
High snap, but Brockover
Nice.
and got a good high end over. High spiraling punt's going to be taken as a fair catch by Andre Evans inside the 20, inside the 15 at the 13-yard line, where the Cyclones will put it in play 1st and 10. So the Cyclones have started all 4 of their possessions inside their own 21-yard line.
We got an official, I think they're doing another one of those water break, whatever you want to call it.
Got a water break timeout. We'll take you with them. 5:42 to go in this one. Cyclones down 27-7.
Tonight's Cyclone football made possible by Burns Chevrolet Cadillac in Rock Hill. Serving the area since 1923 and located off I-77, exit 82B in Rock Hill. Burns has new Chevrolet and Cadillacs along with a selection of pre-owned vehicles, including buy here, pay here. Burns Chevrolet Cadillac, 800-681-7198 or online at BurnsChevrolet.com. Your right choice.
Tonight's Chester Cyclone football game is made possible in part by Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton, attorneys at law providing legal services since 1907. Attorneys Milton Hamilton, Greg Delaney, Brian Greer, and Nick Cotton have a general practice of law with offices in Chester and Great Falls. Hamilton, Delaney, Greer, and Cotton support all the schools in Chester County.
All right, back here at Cyclone Stadium in the R. Carlisle Roddy press box. 5:42 to go in this one. Cyclones down 27-7, but they got it 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field. We need a sustained drive just for confidence here, Jeff, I think. Really haven't been able to do much in the second half. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw it out here to the flats. He's got a man open, 20-yard line, 25-yard line, 30, 35-yard line. That's Reggie. 40-yard line, 45, 35, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cyclones. 87-yard touchdown from Trooper Floyd to Reggie Heath Jr. on a swing pass, and Reggie took it to the house.
Let's just be honest, that was all Reggie.
Made a man miss out here on the corner and then just outran everybody. Touchdown Cyclones. One play, 87 yards. That's how you get your mojo back. 27-13, 5:26 to go in the 4th. Austin Allen on to try the extra point for the Cyclones here. Rick Wessinger not winning any kind of major awards running down the field. That kicks up, and it is good. So the Cyclones are down 27-14, 5:26 left in this one. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Well, you hear the siren sound going on. I don't know if Mark's playing that from the loudspeaker or not. We got a crowd mic, and so we're picking up a lot more than I tell you, man. We are moving up in the world this year. We've got a crowd mic. We've got rosters that are color-coded.
That's more impressive than the crowd mic.
I mean, we are taking the next level. We're taking WRBK to the next level. And here's the beauty of it. And Bill, don't be eating anything or drinking anything when I say this. Here's the beauty of it. Jeff, you said it earlier, and I got to give you credit. We're honoring Carlisle, sitting in the R. Carlisle Roddy press box, who started calling high school football games in 1969. 47 years, and we are still using the same equipment.
I guarantee if you did a DNA test, he's got Carlisle Roddy DNA all over.
Absolutely. I love it, though. We are ready to go, man. The old way is the best way. That's our philosophy. 27-14, Cyclones down to the Stallions. One play, 87-yard touchdown run, catch and run from Trooper Floyd to Reggie Heath Jr. Cyclones now are kicking off to the Stallions. Let's see what they do here, Jeff. They've been pooching it all night.
They're playing up and maybe try to kick it backwards. I don't know.
It's a little squib's going to go out of bounds, I believe, and it's going to be taken at the 35-yard line. That ain't bad, though. You know what? The ball goes out of bounds at the 31. You give it to them on the 35. You don't risk them returning it.
People out in the stands are probably mad because the way we kicked off tonight, but I've watched this for 3 games. I'm okay with it.
Coach Jerry Caldwell, in fact, I saw Coach Jerry Caldwell right there. Coach, if you're listening to this podcast later, I saw you down there trying to wave the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go backspin on it.
He was trying to wave it out of bounds. He wanted it to go out, so he wouldn't give up a big return. Ball's on the 35-yard line of the Stallions, moving left to right. 5:30 to go in this one. Up 27-14 over the Cyclones. And Coach Bobby Collins sends Jay Sanders back on the field in the quarterback position. H-back stays in the game, takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back, and he gets hit hard in the hole. That's Pettit Hicks, and he goes down for a loss of 2 on the play.
Cyclone defense might have a little bit of a second win here on this series right here. The offense gets back in the game. We get the ball back, maybe come down, score, and who knows, man.
Pickett Hicks in the ball, went the run, and got back to the line of scrimmage, they said. They gave him forward progress. So 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the 35-yard line of the Stallions. Moving left to right. 5 minutes left in this one. Sanders in the shotgun formation, waiting on the snap. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back. Pickett Hicks, and he gets to the 35-yard line. Tackled by Big Terry Radford in there for the Cyclones. So he gets 1, brings up 3rd down and 9.
You know, so we're doing a little bit more run blitzing right now, Clint. I think we're just trying to play our defense, and the risk is
we have what happened to us at Lancaster.
Yeah,
they run right by. But what you don't stop, you got to try.
Like Wes Goodman, the defensive coordinator at Clemson, says, got to risk it for the biscuit.
Got to get after it, baby. You got to get after it. 3rd down and 9. I like it. I like the aggressive style.
I'm all in.
3-3-5 defense for the Cyclones. Shadeem McCullough at the free safety position over top. Coach Caldwell signals in his signal to his defensive line and linebackers. Kyan Kennedy at the middle linebacker spot. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back at the middle, and he's going to get through Turner, but he's going to be short of the 1st down, I believe, and it's going to be 4th down and about a half a foot. Let's see what Coach Collins does. I expect him to go for it.
Yeah, I think you're going to find number 8. You're going to go to the right or the left.
4th down and a foot. No, he's going to bring the punt unit on.
Wow. He's going to try to...
Coach Collins makes the decision to bring the punt unit on. Offense didn't like that call. Coach Collins stepped on the field. I tell you what,
play back about 3 yards, guys. Just don't jump off sides. There's just no need. That's what they're trying to do here.
Brookover stands at his own 30. Deep to receive this kick is Andre Evans. He stands at his own 25-yard line.
I'm a little bit shocked here.
Got a good snap.
I shouldn't say
it's off the side of his foot. It's going to hit at the 35-yard line, take a Stallion roll to the 25, go out of bounds at the 24, where the Cyclones will put it in play. 3 minutes left in this one, down 27-14.
You a little surprised he didn't go for it there, Clint?
No.
Really? I am.
Not up 2 scores.
I'm a little
one
surprised.
score I see, but not up 2 scores.
Of course, he wasn't counting on a punt to be shanked off the side of the foot either, but I am a little shocked.
Best field position of the second half for the Cyclones to start a drive, 24-yard line. 25. Ooh, let me give it to him. Don't want to keep him a yard short here. 25-yard line. Trooper Floyd brings his offense to the field, sends Sidorian Pendergrass from the left side to the right side. Reggie Heath splits out to the right side. He's on the line of scrimmage. Now he sends Andre Evans in motion from right to left. Takes a shotgun snap. Going to roll to his right. Throw back across his body. He's got a man open. That's Kyan. 45-yard line, 50. 45-40. 35-30. 25-20, and he got tackled by Barksdale in the backfield, but inside the 20-yard line, Cyclones have it 1st and 10, 2:51 left in this one. I'll tell you what, Coach Victor Floyd has called a heck of a football game.
Let me tell you something. Coach Floyd has outfoxed their defensive coach tonight.
Coach Floyd has called a heck of a football game.
South Pointe's been caught a couple times on that play.
27-14. Stallions over the Cyclones. 2:50 left in this one.
Big play by Kyan. Kyan got some speed. Tell you what, we'll talk about it later, but we got some skill guys that are going to be around for a couple more years.
Antonio Hopkins in the backfield with the Cyclones. Now he split him out into the slot. Truman Floyd will be in the. We got a South Pointe.
They're running the dancing queen off the field.
I can sing a song with that one too.
No. Let's just let ABBA do that. They do it really well.
Truman Floyd in the empty backfield set shotgun. 4 wide receivers to the right side of the formation. Now he sends a man in motion. Takes a shotgun snap. Going to roll to the right. Throw back across his body. He's got a man open again. And that's going to be Andre Evans. 5-yard line. Touchdown, Cyclones! Touchdown. 27-20. 2:40 to go in this one. Cyclones just pull within one score.
3 plays. 3 plays. We've scored twice.
Cyclones just pulled within one score. 27-20. If they hit this, they're within one touchdown. 6-point deficit. Austin Allen on to try the extra point. Trooper Floyd is the holder. Got a good snap. Kicks up, and it is good. Cyclones 21. Stallions 27. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Bill, get it.
Relax on and off the field with Founders Federal Credit Union. With services like Founders Online and Founders App, you'll enjoy local personalized service. Joining Founders Federal Credit Union is easy. Relax, join Founders.com or at one of the more than 30 office locations to see if you qualify for membership. Relax, go Cyclones. Services require credit evaluation. Terms and conditions apply. Founders Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Barron Funeral Home at 133 Wiley Street in Chester and Dancer Baker Funeral Home located at 26 Underwood Avenue in Great Falls are proud to help bring you tonight's broadcast of the Chester High School football game. They wish the Cyclones great success this season. The staff of Barron Funeral Home and Dancer Baker Funeral Home continue to serve the people of Chester County with courtesy and dignity.
All right, Cyclones on the field. They're going to got Trooper Floyd on the kick. Probably going to try the onside kick here.
Yeah.
27-21. Stallions over the Cyclones. 2:40 to go in this one. Trooper Floyd's on to try the onside kick. See if Cyclones can't recover it. Here's the run up and the kick. Got to go 10. Cyclones touch it too soon. Cyclones touch it too soon. Didn't go 10 yards.
Got to go 10 yards, guys. Come on.
Tell you what, Cyclones caught it at the 9-yard mark. It didn't go 10 yards. It's going to be a Stallion football at the 49-yard line of the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Man, they were on it though. It was beautifully well done. They just caught it a yard too soon.
They didn't kick it hard enough.
Yeah. Cyclone fans booing, but that's the right call. It's got to go 10 yards.
That's not even close. He actually caught it at about 8 yards.
So it'll be Stallion football at the Cyclone 49-yard line. That was the opportunity the Cyclones were looking for. I think, I tell you what, though, I got to say, Coach Bobby Collins has coached the special teams well. Those guys didn't come up. Had they come up and touched it, it's a live ball, but they waited. They stayed behind the 10-yard mark.
Yeah.
Smart.
So we should see what South Pointe tries to do here with 2:37 to go. They're going to run the football. They're going to play.
Cyclones got 2 timeouts. Sanders in the shotgun. Hands it off to Turner. Turner goes to the right side, and he cuts through, and he's going to get 9 yards down to the 41-yard line, maybe 40. That brings up second down and short.
South Pointe like they're not now. There's a couple guys earlier they're trying to play hurry up. If I'm South Pointe, I'm trying to just run the clock.
2:18 to go. Clock's ticking. 27-21. South Pointe trying to get a first down. Cyclones got 2 timeouts, but they got to get a stop here. We need a bad snap, Jeff.
Need something, turnover, something.
Got a snap, handed off to Turner over the right side. He's got the first down, but not much more. But he got 1 yard, which is what he needed. First down for the Stallions. That's their 9th of the second half. Third play of this drive. It started at Cyclone 49 after the Cyclones went for the onside kick. 1:55 to go. Clock stops to set the change. Then they'll start it back up. South Pointe's not going to throw this football. No. Let's hope that it goes a bad snap. I'm not a big fan of trying to run a game out in the shotgun. I know that they're used to doing that
all the time, though. Now,
but because that's what they're used to doing.
Yeah.
But it's shocking. Got a snap. Going to run to the right side. Sanders. Cyclone's going to turn him back in. They're going to take him down. He's going to stay in bounds. Lost one on the play, but South Pointe don't care about that. They just want the clock to run. 128, 127. Coach Floyd's only got 2 timeouts, so he'll call a timeout on this play to stop the clock. So 27-21 South Pointe. We come back to play here. It'll be second down and 11. Ball's at the Cyclone 39-yard line. I don't think anybody in Chester, South Carolina, or in the state of South Carolina expected the Cyclones to come on this strong in the fourth quarter. We talked about how you need to build some momentum, Jeff. I think they have.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think if you looked halfway through the third quarter, really kind of started the fourth quarter, we were kind of left for dead, a little tired, and getting worn down, and defense has stepped up, made some plays, and of course we scored twice in 3 plays on back-to-back possessions. So regardless of how this game turns out, Cyclones have got a lot to be proud of. The way they've played, they've fought hard, you know, outmanned from a numbers perspective. So you know, look out for the rest of the season, guys. I mean, this team could be something special by the end of the season.
Yeah, not only that, coming out of this game right now, it appears, you know, unless something happens in the next 1 minute 24, very healthy.
Yeah, so far.
Sanders waits on the shotgun. Cyclones are going to bring pressure up the middle, hands it off to his running back. He's got an opening. He's at the 25-yard line, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Stallions.
Well, that's what happens when you run blitz with no safety.
33-21 now. Stallions up 12, but I'll tell you this, that doesn't happen if the Cyclones aren't selling out to stop the ball, right? I mean, this is an in-game situation. It's like Jim Fuller when he played on the senior PGA. You get down on Sunday afternoon, Jimbo, and what do? You hit the ball in the water because you're trying to dial in on you pin hunting, right? You wouldn't ordinarily do that, but you pin hunting, and you make the mistake. Cyclones dialed out there, and they get a hold. That's what it was. They dialed out to get there and then got a hold.
They had no safety.
They had no option. They had to, right?
Right. You're trying to force a turnover and
got a low snap again, and the Cyclones are going to be there and take down the defender. So it's going to be 33-21.
Poor Holder's been thrown down twice tonight.
1:14 left in this one, 33-21. South Pointe's going to win this one, barring some kind of major miracle. But it's not going to be a 12-point deficit. This game was played much closer than that. South Pointe gets one at the end because the Cyclones are selling out trying to stop the run.
Yeah.
On a second down and long.
Certainly a lot to build on for tonight. You know, Troopers started throwing. Play calling was phenomenal.
Coach Floyd, outstanding football.
You know, just really good play calling, and you know, our guys competed. I mean, our guys competed. You know, I think when you come to Chester, you know you're going to be in for a fight. Our guys didn't give up, didn't quit.
Played South Pointe better than anybody else. The score, I think, last week was closer, but they played them really well. Deep to receive this kick for the Cyclones, number 1, Zeke Evans. And
we only got 10 on the field. There we go.
Tyler moves forward. And Andre Evans. Here's the run-up and the kick. Brookover's kick is going to be a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. 10-yard line. Next, reverses field. 20-yard line. 25-yard line. Got some running room at the 30, 35-yard line, 40-yard line, 41-yard line where Andre Evans is going to be run out of bounds. Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10 with 1:05 left. Right, down 12.
Let's dial up another score here, guys. Let's make it fun.
Cyclones take it over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Moving right to left, down 12 to the Stallions. Stallions going to step way back in a prevent here to try to keep another big play from happening.
And the 41-yard line, the professional put it into play.
I mean, I think we got to go back to what's worked the last couple of times. They haven't quite figured it out yet, so why not?
The Dancing Queen's back on the field.
Yeah, he is.
Cyclones move 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Ball's on the left hash. Kyan Kennedy at the tight end on the left side. Look for him to leak out. Takes shotgun snap, Trooper does, and waits on the ball. He's going to run forward at the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. Something happened on that play. He's going to get to the 40-yard line, and the clock's going to run. 56 seconds, 21-33. Stallions over the Cyclones. I don't know what happened on that, guys, but nobody moved on the offensive line except for Trooper. The center just kind of stood up and looked back. Jeremiah Gladden did. Coach Floyd's calling the play in. 39 seconds left in this one. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Barksdale in a free safety position for the Stallions. He's going to throw across the body field. He's got the man open. That's Tyler Williams. Ball's up in the air. Batted. caught by Zantoine Nelson for Stallions as an interception. That'll be the end of the football game. Cyclones will fall 33-21, but I tell you what, you cannot fault their fight tonight, Jeff.
No, I think the score does not tell the whole story. Cyclones fought back. They were down big. Let's be honest, we were down 3 scores, and we came back and made it a game. That second touchdown kind of gave the defense a little bit of energy, and that fed to the offense. And, in 3 plays, we're back in this football game. But make no mistake about it, Chester came to play tonight, played well. Again, we go back to some of that first half stuff, the little small things that we just didn't do. It could have made a difference. Who knows? But it is what it is, man.
Jay Sanders in the victory formation. He'll take one snap, take a knee. Coach Floyd's got one timeout. I doubt he'll use it. That movement on the offensive line from the Stallions, back them up 5 yards. Let's make it 14, even 14 penalties for the Stallions.
That's a stat line that we saw in the first game.
That's the only reason we lost.
Oh, 100%. I look back now, and I'm mad at that. I'm mad. I really didn't know after the first game what we had. Now I look at it and I see how we played the last couple of weeks. I'm thinking, man, I'm mad we lost that first game.
Sanders takes a shotgun snap, takes a knee, and that's going to be it. 21 seconds, they won't run another play. Cyclones and Stallions had a hard-fought game. Cyclones did not give up. They kept playing and got close at the end, falling ultimately 33-21 to the South Pointe Stallions. But I tell you what a game by the Cyclones. Way to fight to the end. And they went toe-to-toe with the 4A state champions and the number 1 team at 4A and some people's number 1 team in the Charlotte region and number 1 team in the state of South Carolina. Cyclones will fall on our Carlisle Friday night, 33-21. We'll take a break and we'll be back to wrap it up. This is Cyclone Football on WRBK.
Tonight's Cyclone football coverage on WRBK made possible in part by Dr. Sam Stone and his staff at Lowry's Family Medicine in Chester. Lowry's Family Medicine provides health care from birth to the golden ages and is located at 517 Doctors Court off of Wilson Street Extension. Dr. Sam Stone and his staff are proud supporters of the Chester Cyclones.
Made possible in part by Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service. Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service located at 2581 Lancaster Road in Chester. They offer local and long-distance towing, heavy-duty towing, and service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Joe's also does big truck repair, truck and tractor tire service. More information is available at 803-581-5720 or 803-385-8610. That's Joe's Towing and Wrecker Service.
All right, we're back here at Cyclone Stadium, sitting in the R. Carlisle Roddy press box. Cyclones fall 33-21 to the Stallions from South Pointe. I tell you what a football game, and what an exciting way to conclude this football game. Cyclones played exceptionally well in the fourth quarter, came back and were within 1 score, tried the onside kick, and then South Pointe was able to put the nail in the coffin on a long touchdown run as the Cyclones were sold out to stop the run on a run blitz. Let's give some statistics as we get going. First of all, for the South Pointe Stallions, I don't have total yards, but I know they had 62 total offensive plays, or at least that's my count, 15 first downs. But the big stat for Coach Bobby Collins' South Pointe Stallions, and I heard this coming into the game from Chet Tucker, the play-by-play voice of the Stallions, and it shocked me to see it. 14 penalties for 125 yards for South Pointe tonight, and many of them were holding penalties on the outside. For the Cyclones tonight, they had 40 total plays on offense, some really big plays, but 40 total plays on offense, had 7 total first downs, 4 penalties for 45 yards, and then 2 interceptions. And one of those interceptions set South Pointe up for its first touchdown of the night, a Trooper Floyd interception to Barksdale, which got down inside the 13-yard line, and then one at the end of the game as the Cyclones were trying to throw the ball down the field with 30 seconds left in order to try to get some more points on the board. So all in all, one costly interception, had some drops. It was a period of time, Jeff, we talked about this, Jim, we talked about this. Trooper started in the first quarter really, really sharp. He ended really sharp. That period between second and third quarter, he just had a hard time but he fought back, and that's what you expected. It's what you want to see out of your softball.
And sports is all about adversity and how you overcome it, and then they'll grow from this, and they'll learn. And listen, we got to go on the road next week to Catawba Ridge, and that ain't going to be easy pickings, guys. And,
no, it's not.
But these games right here prepare you for mid to late October, and I think this game right here, we're going to look back at the end of the season when we get into the playoffs. We're going to look back.
Thoughts, big man?
Fourth quarter, it would have been a different outcome, So we'll just have to
appreciate you.
Like Jeff said, it's a growing thing.
Oh, absolutely. They're growing. It's a young football team. They're growing up. Coach Floyd told me when the season got started, he said our goal is to get to November healthy, and I think we can be a problem. And I agree with him 100% on that. Played exceptionally well tonight. Walking out of here, we're excited to have been able to call the game. We're excited to be sitting now in the official Carlisle Roddy press box, and what a great night it's been here at Chester High School. For Jeff Kerr and Jim Fuller, I'm Clint Davis, and there's only one way to end this game tonight in this broadcast, and that is till next week. We will see you on the radio.
This broadcast of Chester Cyclone football is made possible by Polk Bell Bonds, serving Chester County for over 30 years. Polk Bell Bonds executes surety bonds in all state or federal courts and can provide GPS, electronic, or alcohol monitoring. Ned Polk is available anytime at 581-POLK, 482-POLK, 789-POLK,